Good morning, my beautiful fur family. Good morning. Look, he gave me a signal this time that I'm actually supposed to be talking
I could
to.
go.
Yeah, go on. I dare ya. See what happens. Fluff around and find out, buddy. Anyways, at some point we'll be grooming dogs today. I currently don't have a dog, but that's okay. Hang tight. We'll be back in a minute.
Slacker.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. The camera moved. Is it closer?
A little bit.
Hello.
I changed it so it
Can't
looks
reach
like the cut scene at the start was different to what we're doing now.
So
It's
fancy.
like camera work stuff.
Look at you go. So fancy. I'm trying to reach my tablet, but it's like just that little bit too far away.
Some YouTubers even do this sort of thing.
Oh yeah, like ooh. Okay. Well, it's too early in the morning for face like close-ups and
Well,
stuff.
that's the shot. That's the shot. That's the one. But see, that's the thing, right? See, we make everyone sick at home.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, stop it, stop it.
So where's your dog?
Can you move that a little bit closer,
right.
please?
Hold on.
I'm trying to say good morning to everybody, but I can't reach it.
Can't reach it.
No, not at all.
Your arms are too short.
They are short arm length. So I don't have.
Get any closer than that.
That's good. It moved. You did it. No. Okay, that's terrible.
Wait.
I mean, that's
There you go.
ridiculous.
We'll have to put it back when.
You just need to move
We'll have
it
to
a
put it back when the
It's
dog's
alright, I'll
coming.
do it. Thanks though.
What are you doing?
I'm putting it back.
I did it right.
No. You silly Nelly. You well stuffed it is what you do.
This is like terrible introduction.
It's Monday morning.
If someone's literally watching a channel for the first time ever, they're like,
Welcome.
what's going on?
Welcome to the discombobulation of Kylie the Groomer. On that note,
I'm gonna go watch someone make some pottery instead. That's what they're thinking.
I thought that's what you were thinking. Anyway, hello everybody. I'm going to say good morning to some people. Heather and Michelle. Michelle says, not started yet. Nah. Being a slacker.
That was a long time ago.
That was first thing this morning when we just got everything going. No, I'm being a slacker today. Oh, Ange is here. Hi, Ange.
Only because you don't have a dog.
And Daniel. Honeybee's here. Good morning, Honeybee.
And you knew you didn't have a dog.
The Stream Elements bot is running, just so everybody knows. It likes to loudly announce itself in the chat.
There's also thumbs going all around the screen.
There are lots of changes. Daniel Brown, hello. Kathy Moran.
So give us some love hearts and see what happens.
Angela Maxwell. Hannah. Daniel. Alex F, hello. Mary Black. Sonia's here. Good morning, Sonia. And Barbie's here. Hi, Barbie. I think that's everybody so far. Good morning. That's in chat at least anyway. It says there's 22 people here. So hopefully we've got 22 big thumbs up on the stream this morning. There are new things. Can you guys see your chats all popping up on the side there?
Wrong side.
That side?
Yeah.
Close enough. Over there somewhere. I'm not good at this stuff. One day I'll get it right.
The marvellous maintenance production team has upgraded the chat.
Yes, he's been pushing some buttons. There they go. Look at them pretty hearts.
I hope they don't become annoying, because if everyone just like spams.
Yeah, if you guys like hate it, you can let me know. But I think it's super cute. So I was like, look what I did, and I'm like, ooh, I love it. So now when we say fill the chat with hearts, we'll see them all splodge around the screen.
I filled the screen entirely yesterday with ice cubes. And I
Miss
think I
Jax
nearly
is
blew the
here,
computer
good
up.
morning.
Purple
Oh, it's Sunday
hearts.
evening in St. Louis.
Yep, Sunday evening in the US.
It's nappy nap time, right?
Well, there's the
Just
times.
curl up in a ball. Amber's here. Good morning, Amber. I hope you're feeling better this morning. It is morning for Amber.
It's 1 a.m. in London.
1 a.m. in London. I can't
Yeah.
even read that on my screen, honestly. So I don't have a doggy this morning. I had a doggy and now I don't have a doggy. That's the joys of being a dog groomer.
Yeah, it is a bit small, but I think it's mostly designed for people who watch the chat on their television. Because when you're on the television, you can't see the chat.
Yeah. You can't open the chat window, so we're talking and people don't quite know what we're talking about.
Lots of people like watch from television, so they don't see any of the chat.
Oh, Andrew's done all the colourful hearts. So cute. Barbie put a whole bunch of hearts up. Lisa's here. Morning, Lisa. 8 a.m. in Boston. Nice and early.
Boston,
I don't think
get
that's-
out of here!
I don't think that's the
I'm
right
walking
accent.
here.
Oh my. Yeah. He did it, you guys. 2 a.m. in Denmark. Charlotte. Good morning.
How was that accent? That was really good, wasn't
I
it?
don't think it was very good. I think it was average.
How do you know? How do you know though?
I don't.
I think I did a really good accent. Do you want to hear my Arnold Schwarzenegger accent?
Oh my goodness, do we have to?
Get to the chopper!
Oh,
Get out!
oh my word, why do I tolerate you? So for anyone wondering, I'm super tired today. I had trouble sleeping last night. Because I had a nap at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. What time was it? No, it was like earlier than that.
It's too early for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It is. Deb's here. Hi, Deb. And TC Bear. Everybody's saying hello.
Hello.
Aw, Barbie says she's not doing well at all. We were wondering, we missed you, I think, for the last few days, didn't we? The last few streams. What's going on? I hope you're alright.
Yeah. So what are you doing? Packing towels or what?
Yeah, I've got to get my towels out of the dryer. I'm going to run some bleach through my filters because I was slack on the weekend. We did so much on the weekend. No. I'm just going to be doing some bits and pieces around the salon this morning.
Still wet.
Oh yeah, these take forever to dry. It's such a pain in the butt.
Oh, the towels are dry.
Yeah, that hangs up over the gate, over there, next to your tool bag.
They can't see. Oh, my back.
Take it. My jacket's off, you guys. The jacket's off.
I'm being a salon assistant.
Oh no, Barbie.
There is us in assistant.
Have you got a review with your doctor so that you can work out what's going on? Medications are so hard. My mum's currently trying to, she's come off of a lot of pain medications and she's doing really, well, average, but that's better than she was. She's doing all right now.
Daniel Brown from New Zealand's here today.
Yes, I saw that. Oh, look at all the little doggies Daniel put up. So cute. Those are adorable.
Anyway.
What's that Anne just put up? Oh, little poodles. So cute. So your best buddy Barbie's not doing well.
Everybody's gonna. Oh, really?
Yeah, she said she's.
Okay.
Oh, you just had an appointment on Friday. She's struggling with new medications and not settling well on them.
Oh, yeah.
Were they helpful to you though, Barbie?
The doctors.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like they don't quite get how awful you're feeling.
No, well, they've got 5 seconds to see you, work out what's wrong with you, and then talk about.
Yeah, and then bill you a large
the-
sum of
the
money for your
things
time.
and solutions and all that. And then they've got to stop thinking about you and then go straight on to the next customer. I reckon they would confuse ailments between customers, you know what I mean?
Clients. Patients.
Customers.
Patients.
I said customers.
You did several times. I'm like, they're not
Patients.
customers. They're actually
Okay.
patients.
So they've got like
Close enough.
2 seconds to
Yeah, but
write
it's
their
awful.
mind
That
of
shouldn't
what
be the
was
healthcare.
just And they could just have delivered like the most dreadful news to somebody.
That part I get.
And then got to tell you like that your toenail is going to be fine or something like that. You know what I mean?
I do. I do get that. But everybody deserves appropriate health care. Anyways, on that note, let's put some... Oh no! She said her meds are on back order until the end of August. Yikes. See, that's not good.
Yeah, right. What are you going to do then?
Not good at all, Barbie. Well, let's put a whole bunch of hearts in the chat for Barbie so she can feel the love this morning when she's not feeling so great herself. Lots of hearts.
See, I'm not very good with emojis. I have to work all this out. I've made it so you could do emojis, but I don't even know how to do them myself.
Well,
so.
the youngins say that emojis are for old people, but stuff
They're
them.
not though.
I know,
They're
right?
cute.
I love emojis.
And
Oh, that's good, Barbie. She said that her psychiatrist is great, though, so she's obviously getting lots of support. That's not good, though. Michelle says her favourite doctor was let go because he was spending too much time with his patients and not making enough for the corporation. Yeah, that's it. That's the side that I'm talking about.
yeah, right.
That's definitely the side that I'm talking about.
He should have just lowered his rates.
Just churning the
Instead of
money-making wheel.
$20 million an hour.
It's frustrating.
Remember when doctors used to do it for the love of people?
Doctors never did it for the
No,
love
I don't
of
think
people.
they ever really did they?
I don't know. No, that's not a fair statement to make. That's not a fair
No,
statement.
we've probably
to
got
make.
a few vets or doctors.
Look at all the hearts. Lots of hearts for Barbie. Angela Maxwell says emojis rock. I agree.
I'm going to send something to Barbie.
Amber, you're off to work. I hope you're feeling up to it. Take it easy and
So
make sure you
mine's
look
for
after
Barbie.
yourself. Shh, you can't talk over me.
Pink poop emojis.
Oh my goodness. Pink poop emojis. I didn't even know pink poop emojis were a thing. Have a good day, Amber, and yeah, take it easy. Oh, there's unicorns. Look at them all bouncing around. I love it. So pretty. Wait, the pink poop emojis are coming. There they are. My screen's so delayed, but there they are for me.
We've already seen it, like,
Yeah.
up there.
Oh, Barbie, yeah. I've honestly, I can sympathise with you and empathise with you so much.
Look at them, they're all going nuts.
Depression is the worst. It really is just the worst.
What is that? Is that a brain? It's a brain.
Oh,
Angela
yeah,
Maxwell.
brains. Oh, I love it.
Brains going everywhere. Who's that for? Angela?
That's for you. Get a
What
brain,
are you
Dale.
implying?
Get a brain, Dale.
It was Angela Maxwell who said she hated the Trolls one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I haven't changed it yet, but we've included it this week. You have to watch it.
Yes. A
You'll
must
love
see. We should just play it.
You'll love it. There's no way I can play it.
Oh, really?
No.
It just, right.
It's
It just comes up in the
break
breaks.
videos. So if Angela wants to see it, she'll have to stick around all day.
Yeah. Love it. Well, Amber said she's only got a 2-hour shift, so thank goodness. That'll be a little bit easier.
Angela was so polite though, because she goes, "That's just not my favourite." She said, "It's not my favourite."
Oh, that's nice.
Instead
Because
of,
that's
I
not
hate
what
that
I
one.
said. Was it Ange or Angela?
Angela.
Angela?
Maxwell, yeah.
Angela. That's not how I said it. Every time it comes on, it gives me anxiety, and I'm like, oh, and I try and get over here to skip off it because it's just the worst thing I've ever seen
Well,
in my
that's kind
life.
of working, isn't it? Makes you go faster. Get off the phone quicker.
Yeah.
Back to your subscribers.
I'm just looking at it the whole time going, everybody's gonna leave. Everybody's leaving.
I think they did. A lot of people did.
It goes diddle-doo, and then the people watching the video goes down significantly. But so Dale put a lot of effort into making the video, and when he made it,
Not really.
you did. You spent a long time on it.
On the Trolls one.
Yeah. And when he made it, he's like, he laughs at himself, and then he's like, come and watch this video. And
Are
I
you
put the
talking about
headphones
today?
on. No,
Like yesterday?
No, like originally when you made the video.
Okay.
It was one of the first things you made.
Yeah, it was one of the very, very first ones I made.
And you're like, come and look at this video, and I'm just like in my brain going, I hate this. But I said to you, wow, babe, that's awesome. Are we like gonna use that?
Yep. It's going in.
I wish I could have just said straight out, it's awful.
No, but okay.
so
So
awful.
when we did it originally, it was a button on OBS, so you could pick it.
Yeah, it was
You
the
didn't
first
have to
break
pick
video.
it. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Well,
it was the first break video
It's more
that you
or less
made.
gone now.
More or less, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You'll love what I've done to it.
And just loving chucking all those emojis up and watching them pop up. I love it. Michelle says it should be Kylie's grooming and therapy office. I know, right? It's just, but it's nice to just hang out with some other people and just talk. And I think it's awesome, Barbie, that you came to join us, and you know you haven't closed up and withdrawn. You're reaching out, and that's a good thing. And
if
there's
you run
lots
out
of
of
people
things
here.
to talk about now, you could play the scissors paper rock.
We can.
Not the scissors paper rock, but the other bit that we just did yesterday.
Well, I have to run my bath for ages, and that video is a little bit of a long one, isn't it?
It's 13 minutes, but it's like worth it, guys. If you
if you want, we can play a nice 13-minute long video. But hang on a second. Yeah, I'm talking to Barbie.
Yeah.
And reading, but yeah, Barbie, it's one of those things you just go through it. And there are very few people that can actually help you. You just got to be strong and push forwards, and hopefully those meds come in earlier. That's the hopeful thing. But depression is a thief. It is such a thief. It takes so much from you, and you have to choose happiness every single day. Even when you're not really struggling with your depression, you still, like when you're in a good place, you still have to choose to get up every day and make the most of whatever you can. And it just sucks that your brain sort of betrays you in the worst ways possible. But you're here, and there's a big community of people here who will be here to support you and talk to you pretty much any time of the day. There's so many people here, so reach out and be in the chat and talk to people and find something that makes you a little bit happy, I hope. But you've got lots of people here. And Clifford's got hugs for you.
Yeah.
Dogs are good antidepressants. I think that's why I love working with dogs. Like at my worst, when there's a dog here, when I'm like so exhausted and I've had enough of the day, I'm like, nope, it's time to choose happiness, and you just take the chaos route instead of feeling sorry for yourself.
Cuddle a doggy, unless you got a dog that has doesn't like you.
Honeybee said she was shocked when she saw the troll butt, but she was like, oh my god, lol.
It was a bit of nudity, wasn't it? I wonder. Yeah, so say hello to Daniel Brown.
Yes, I am. I think I said good morning. Daniel, good morning. Hello. I am so pooped today. We did so much on the weekend, and none of it was what I wanted to do, but that's all right.
We didn't play Fortnite at all.
I didn't.
Why not?
I was just doing stuff.
I gave you very clear instructions, the doctor's orders, to sit down.
And what happened?
And play Fortnite.
What happened after I sat down?
You fell asleep.
I did. I fell asleep. You're like, sit down. I'm like, I'm not sitting down. I can't sit down. If I sit down, that's it. And you're like, I want you to sit down.
You are so getting old.
Yeah, I just sat down, and like within 10 minutes I was asleep.
You were getting old.
Absolutely. So we will have dogs soon, Daniel, in about an hour. I've been a slacker. The person who was booked for this slot had to cancel with pretty short notice.
I reckon you should read long form comment video.
Well, the thing is that I got the stream started because I know that this community and chatters is important to get going.
Yeah.
But I have to do just a few cleaning things, so I'm going to do that. I just wanted to say hello to everybody.
I'm going to watch you clean.
Oh, Barbie. So I'm sending you just like the biggest, warmest hugs because it just sucks. It's the worst, but you're here and you've got this. So hang in there. You got to keep on fighting.
Oh, the rainbows.
I'm loving all the emojis coming through.
It's such a delay though, isn't it? So
For me it is. Like my screen is so behind. I don't know why. Wow. Honeybee said she planted more than 20 lots of seeds. Well done. Nice. And gardening in winter is different because like you're out there and you're working hard and your body warms up, so you're not freezing cold.
Yeah, that's right.
But you're not hot. It's like just a nice day in the office with air conditioning. That's awesome. Michelle says, how lovely and supportive you all are towards one another. It's really nice to see. I love this little community.
Enjoy it now while it lasts, because as soon as we get bigger.
When I'm famous, no. I think I'll always strive to keep a really peaceful and supportive chat.
I don't want that.
Yeah, don't zoom in. Like, that's so unnecessary.
Oh, it zooms right out. Look at that.
Well,
Super
the things
zoom.
you learn when you've got nothing better to do. Oh, Clifford was the best boy for his bath and sat perfectly still for his trim. I didn't even try the nails. Hey, he's had a bath. That's good.
How's the zoom?
Oh my... Stop!
Alright, I was just testing it.
Stop, or I'll leave.
Wait. You stop or you'll leave?
Yes.
Uh-oh. It won't go back out.
Just give it a second. You've probably
It's
confused
not
it.
going back out.
Why do I put up with this man?
It's stuck.
Honeybee says, I'm so distracted with emojis and chat on the screen. I love it. Keep them coming. Oh, Hannah's back. Welcome back, Hannah. I hope you're having a good
Hang on.
morning.
I've got to fix it now.
Oh, Honeybee says it was still
It
freezing.
went off. Okay.
It is still cold.
You got poop on your face. Oh no, that was pink stuff.
Okie dokes.
Alright, there we go. Is it, you look really small now?
Oh no. Michelle said all those icons floating around seems to be adding to the floaters in my eyes. Those floaters, I don't have them all of the time, but I've had them before. It's such a pain in the butt. Do you get them?
What?
Like little wrigglies in your field of vision?
No.
You've never had that?
Oh, only when I know I've probably not had enough water or something.
Interesting.
Gonna pass out
I've
or
had it
whatever.
before. Oh, the bees. Oh, we should do bees for Honeybee. Put all the bees on.
We'll do bees for Honeybee when... Is she here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Honeybee's always here. Michelle says, my husband and I decided to groom our 21-year-old cat gently, and we got enough for fur to make another 21-year-old cat.
Yeah.
That's like, it is shocking how much hair comes off of a cat. Oh, Barbie.
Now I have to look for bees.
Tyler.
I
Hi,
don't even know
Tyler.
how to
I don't
use
think I
the
said good
emojis.
morning to Tyler yet. The purple ones are cute.
I don't
Michelle
even-
says, we didn't wash the cat, but I used a wipe and wiped them down and then just brushed, which made him angry at a certain point, and I stopped. Yeah, they're like ticking time bombs. They just tolerate like so much, and then they're just like, that's it, we're done, and you can't change.
Oh, there we go.
You can't do any more. Oh, Ange has all the cute hearts. Rose is here. Good morning, Rose. Oh, Kathy's got the bees. So cute. Hannah's papa didn't take too long to go to the toilet tonight, and she's had time to take her glasses back today as they weren't suitable for her eyes. That's awesome. Getting stuff done. Glasses are so frustrating. I'm supposed to wear glasses, but I haven't adapted to them. If I have something on my face or in my field of vision, it triggers a migraine because my eyes are like trying to constantly adjust. And so when I wear glasses frame, it kind of like permanently embeds itself into my field of vision. It's the worst. I just cannot comfortably wear glasses.
Who was it that had tornadoes last week?
Ooh, I can't remember off the top of my head. Honeybee's loving the bees.
Well, there's your tornadoes.
Oh, there's butterflies. Mary's here. Hi, Mary.
I found tornadoes.
Yeah, don't get stung. What is cold to us Aussies? Anything below...
-2
No.
degrees centigrade.
Pretty much anything below 16 is like just considered
So-
freezing.
Anything below 34 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, then
But it doesn't
it's
get
just
much
freezing.
below than that.
No, we get -1 and 2 here.
Yeah, which is like minus... Oh, sorry, 34. 30-ish Fahrenheit.
No, it'd be like 15.
How do you know?
I don't. Barbara
I think everyone
Hinton
would be
is here.
dead if it
Hi,
was
Barbara.
15 degrees Fahrenheit.
I think she says she loves our videos. Aww.
Fahrenheit doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, Angela said several of us did. There's quite a few people that had tornadoes. I saw
Oh,
some
well, there you go. I'll
videos.
put tornadoes in the chat.
I saw some videos and a lot of people were affected by that. Like,
Okay, I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing.
yeah.
I'm laughing at my
I
tornadoes.
think, I think because we've never experienced it, it's
Yeah,
kind of like a
got no
mythical
idea.
type thing.
We thought that little bit of water that we had that flooded our kitchen was bad. So
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
imagine.
No. Oh, they're all melting in the UK,
Did you tell them that
Tyler
story?
says. I don't know.
I don't think
It
you
was
did.
so long ago.
It was.
It was so long ago. We had like just a period of freak storms. And we live in the middle of a desert. We're usually in drought more often than anything else. And I don't know we had a skylight in our kitchen, but we live in an old house. And one day it just, there was this big bang, crash, thud. And I walked in, like I was in the kitchen. Dale was sick and he was in bed. I just got pizza for dinner for me and the kids. I went into the kitchen and got plates, and as I walked out the kitchen, the entire ceiling collapsed.
That's not what happened.
That is what happened.
No,
it is.
Was bucketing down with rain, right? And we were out here trying to sweep it around the side of the salon, right?
That's not the day that the ceiling collapsed.
Yeah, it is. You ran inside and said there's water.
You're getting louder.
There's water falling out of. They can't hear me because I'm not behind the shotgun light. There's water coming out of the kitchen ceiling, and I went inside, and it's just pouring out, right? So it's pouring out, and then there's nothing I can do about that. And then my office flooded.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to fix that and this at the same time, and then about an hour later, the ceiling fell.
But you were in bed sick at the time.
Oh, was I in bed sick?
You were in bed. So I just walked out, and the whole thing goes bang, like right behind me.
Of the whole ceiling.
And me, I do really well. I'm calm as cool as a cucumber in chaos.
Yes.
So I looked behind me and I went, well, that sucks. Let's have some pizza. And I sat down, and poor Geordie Bear, he's just like, how can you be so calm? Our whole house is falling apart. You almost died. And I'm like, yep, that's what happened. Let's sit down and have some pizza. And he was just flipping out like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, I can't fix that right now, but I can sit down and eat a hot pizza.
Yeah, well, can you guys see my plastering skills?
Debbie M is here. Hi,
they're not
Debbie.
very good, but they're better than nothing.
Yep. Yes, we've fixed the ceiling
I
mostly.
haven't really, have I?
It's good enough for now.
Well, see, because we're conveniently doing kitchen renovations at the same time. So the ceiling falling in actually
it took,
saved a bit of time, even though it hasn't, because I've had to replace the whole ceiling, even though it was already falling in.
I think we're going to replace the whole ceiling anyway.
Because it had been wet in the past and it was already sagging and falling in.
But you fixed the actual roof and stuff.
So I did the drywall.
Yes, the drywall.
The drywall.
Let's have a look. Honeybee says it feels like 4.1 degrees here today, but the temp is 9.2. Yeah, that always confuses me. Oh, it's 19 degrees, but it feels like -1.
You need hair on your arm like this, or not like that.
I have hairy arms sometimes.
Because then you can't feel the temperature.
Yes,
Because as soon as Kylie shaved my arm like that, I'm like, oh my god, I can feel the cold.
So Tyler said they're melting in the UK.
Yeah,
it's a nice sunny day in New Zealand, Mary says.
It's like the opposite.
Kathy says we're making her laugh. When will you have a dog to groom? Sonia, in roughly about an hour, depending on how early they drop the doggy off. I'm just being a slacker and hanging out.
So why don't you have an appointment? You got someone cancel?
They just had to cancel, and then, but also, like, this whole week is pretty dodgy looking.
Monday morning cancellation.
Oh, it's a pain, but hey, it's a job. And I had such a massive week last week that I don't even mind. I'm just like, yes. Give me like 5 minutes of peace and quiet. That was a massive week. So it's a quiet week this week, and I don't mind one little bit.
And you live streamed like literally the whole week.
I did, yeah. Which is an interesting. You are doing 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never really thought about it because I've watched other people obviously live stream while they're working, dog groomers, but also other industries, and it's interesting.
But you also need to tell them today about how we're going to split the day up.
Okay, well, can I just finish reading the comments?
Sit more long form.
Like, slow down. Hannah says they gave me varifocals. Varifocals? I don't know how you pronounce that. And my eyes drift, so they weren't suitable. So I had to take them back and just get the reading strength. Yeah, as she already had distance glasses. Oh, yeah, like bifocal, where they're 2 different. I could never do that. I would just be sick. I would be sick. Debbie M is here. We say good morning, Debbie. Are there dog signals to show that they're getting close to being fed up? Because cat signals are really, at least my cats are very subtle, and then whap. Yeah, so cats give lots of signals. But they are so subtle.
What about dogs?
There are dogs, but she's talking about cats.
She's asking about cats?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes.
About
no. So cats kind of, purring can be confusing because they purr when they're content, but they can also purr when they're angry. And it's mostly all in the tail, but also like just the tension of the body. It's very subtle movements, but they prepare to make an attack like long before they actually make it. They don't just go skibbity pat. They're ready for it long before. But yes,
well, our cat attacks you, but I don't ever get attacked.
No, she just attacks me. She just is like.
But see, I feed her.
I feed her too. I clean up her poop. You don't clean up her poop.
I don't clean up her poop.
But I give her all of her medications and medical care, and I brush her, and I look after her, and do all of that stuff.
So you do the stuff she doesn't like.
Yes. But cats, most of it's in the tip of their tail. So cats don't wag their tails like because they're happy, the same way that dogs do. The tip just kind of does like a like a come here, I'm going to.
Come here, I'm going to.
Yes, and they almost invite you in, like, hello, this is beautiful, and then they're like, ow, no, it's not, go away.
Oh, tell them about the time you woke up cuddling that cat.
Oh my goodness, yes. So we've always had a doggy door, and I was in the middle of the night.
It was in the middle of the night.
We had a cat at the time that was very snuggly at night. Would always come and curl up in bed with me.
Sookie. Yeah.
And I was cuddling the cat, but the cat kept biting me, and my cat never bit me ever. And I was like, "Ow! What's going on? Like, why are you biting me?" But I didn't properly wake up for a while. I'd been bitten several times before I actually woke up. I was trying to push the cat off me to say, like, that's enough, go away. And I realized, I was like, that doesn't feel like my cat, what is this? And I turned the light on, and it was not our cat. So some other cat had come in the doggy door, gotten into bed with me, curled up and was purring and cuddling me, and then for whatever reason it started to bite me and attack me. And when I turned the light on, it like stood at the end of the bed and had its back all arched up and hissed at me, and then took off out the doggy door again. And I'm trying to tell this to you, and you're like, you're crazy, you've had a bad dream, go back to sleep. I'm like, no, I had bites like all over my hands. It was ridiculous. And I have a fear. I have a fear of cats.
Of another cat coming through that door.
Just coming in and getting into the bed.
Well, our cat comes inside now.
Yeah, she's been coming in, which is good.
One day she'll get followed by that other black cat that keeps bullying her.
Yes, we have a pest cat.
But then I think Alice will sort her out.
Oh yeah.
Sort that cat out.
If that pest cat came in, it would have some serious regrets, because Alice is not, well, she's been alright, but she's not necessarily cat friendly.
She's a hunting dog.
She's a hunting dog. Yeah. I mean, and like all of our pets have their own spaces where they're safe and exist really nicely. Although the cat likes to sit in front of Alice on the other side of a gate, so the cat sits here staring, and Alice is like, whoa, 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 whoa. And the cat's just like, yeah, come on, come at me. But the cat knows that if she just jumps over we've got some gates, and the cat can be in one side of the house with Amber and not bothered by any dogs. So she knows if she comes in, she's got to scoot over the gate real quick.
Yeah.
If another cat came in, it would have some serious regrets. Regrets.
Daniel Brown asks, how do you stop a dog from jumping up on inviting people?
Oh yeah, that's a fun one.
That would be training outside of...
No.
Like just general training.
So dogs, okay, I'm not an expert trainer, but what works for me is, can you see me here?
Well, I'll move the camera.
Hang on, that pole's like right directly in the way. So when you're training your dog, for a start, the easiest thing that you can do when they jump up on you is take a step forward.
Alright.
Yeah, because then they're like, whoa, okay.
Towards them.
Yeah. It's the easiest thing you can do. I mean, a non-aggressive dog that you know that you're helping to overcome that.
Make it uncomfortable for them.
Yeah, every time they jump up, take a big step forwards and be like, no, and then like walk away.
So you don't slap them out of the sky?
No, you don't do that. You just step forwards on them. Yep. Yeah. But another good thing is to, and with bigger dogs, it's much easier to train. Jude is like a barker. He likes to address everybody who comes anywhere near the property by squealing, and it's ridiculous. And because I'm not the person that's at the door, it's Dale. I haven't had the chance to do that training. But having like a dedicated spot for the dog to be, and if you open the door and the dog gets off the spot, then you close the door, and you need somebody with patience to be on the other side.
Yeah. And you
to let you keep doing it, and you close the door and you'd be like, nah man, you need to sit down. okay, cool, you're calm, and you
No, you
open
don't
the
say
door.
that. You say sit, not nah, man. You got to sit down.
You can talk to dogs however you want to talk to dogs. They still get it. But yes, a clear command. Sit on your mat.
Sit your little flea bag.
You can put a mat there and be like, on your mat. Sit. Right? You open the door a little bit, they get up, you close the door and you wait. You're like, you need to sit. And you don't even have to say it. They know. They'll be like, oh, sorry, I jumped the gun. Open the door. They move, you're like, close the door and just be like, we're not doing this until you sit down. And you keep going. It's the same with teaching them not to bust out the door the second you open it, which you get so annoyed with me when I'm doing that with Jude. But if I open the door and Jude rushes the door, I just close it. And I look at him and he's like, oh. And then I open the door and because he's a dog, he's like, ha ha ha, and I'm like, close the door, and he's like, oh, sorry, I forgot. But you do it like 30 times.
Seen you do that.
You do it about 30 times, and eventually they kind of. But the other thing that you can do once the guest comes inside is just have a little bowl of small treats, so they can take a handful when they come in, and when they come in, they throw it away from themselves. They say, hello, dog, and throw it away. And so the dog doesn't jump on them. It goes over there to get the treat. And as the dog approaches again, they can just throw another treat and the dog goes, ooh, food. And they start to associate that going away is actually the right thing to do. Yeah. So those two things in conjunction. So getting them to calm down and not be reactive to the door opening, but then also learning to run away well, not run away, but, move away and make space when a guest comes in.
And then, of course, the postman just gets angry because all he wants is a signature.
He just wants a signature. And the dog's going...
Yeah.
Dogs are funny. Oh, there's a few people joining us now.
I've only got 32 people.
Hannah says, Saturday I had to shout for my neighbour as when I took Shades to the toilet, my neighbour's hairless cat had managed to open the door and was outside. Shades stopped him by licking him. Oh, what a good boy. Oh dear. But yes, I don't think anybody would want their Sphinx or hairless cat outside. Wendy says it's 1:30 a.m. here. I can't see the flag, it's too small. And it's so hot I can't sleep. Hope you're all good. We're good. Putting along. Court Jester's here. Hi, Court Jester.
Flag.
Oh, Lisa's here. Yeah, it was like a black flag. That's all I could see.
She's a pirate.
She's a pirate. Arr. Court Jester. What did Court Jester say?
Wendy Jenkins doesn't say her name. She says, Wendy Jenkins. Arr.
I love it. Two fish are in a tank. One says to the other, how do you drive this thing? Hilarious.
Not like the Titanic.
Don't make Titanic jokes.
I know how much of it. There's been so many Titanic popping ups.
There's been a lot of memes.
In the YouTube and...
Yes. We just...
Yeah.
But we just don't. We don't need to.
No, lots of documentaries that are just popping up in your feed, like...
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Because of...
I don't look at it.
If you made a Titanic video now, you'd be like getting so many views.
Yes. I just don't look at stuff like that. That's the best way to be. Don't need to know. Who else is here? Anne Jess is repping the Aussie flag. No morning. Oh, Cornelia's here. Hi, Cornelia. No morning client today, so we're just chilling. Although I need to run some bleach through my filter. That's what I was doing.
But you can do the video.
You can do that.
Make them.
Dale's made you guys a new video to wet your pants over.
All right. So if you have special undies to stop you weeing yourself, you might want to put it on.
Bernie's here. Hi, Bernie. You found our live today. I hope you've had a good weekend and you're doing a bit better.
Cornelia Farah. Oh, I already said that. You already said that, didn't you?
I did.
Melissa Whitehead, Ange S is here.
Court Jester says nothing because some weird buttons over. Oh, how do I undo that?
Just read it.
Hi, Court Jester, Debbie M, Honeybee, Kylie, Dale, and Lisa.
All right, unclick it.
I was trying to get on.
Court Jester's one.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I see. My favourite Titanic joke is, what do the movies Titanic and Sixth Sense have in common? I see dead people for Dale.
I see dead. So you haven't You haven't seen it.
No, I haven't. I don't watch any scary
stuff. Click on it again to make it go away. Yeah, that's it.
Oh dear.
That's super cool, isn't it?
Honeybee says we should put Titanic in our title for today, and then she's got a winky kidding face. Oh, it's the Welsh flag, of course, but she'll take pirate. I'd be a pirate.
Black. Is the Welsh flag black? It came up with a black flag on our one. There's a bit of a fishbowling effect.
And Bernie's here. Bernie says, hello, beautiful people. We've got lots of people we've been thinking about, hoping everyone's doing well. I can do that now. Isn't it exciting?
What?
Like make chats come up.
The clicky thingy?
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty cool, aren't I?
See, Honeybee said, you can do that now.
You can do that now.
I can. I'm just going to keep doing it. No, I'm going to clean up this tub.
Alright, can we watch that funny video?
Yes, do it. Go for it.
Here we go.
You excited? Loser.
The worst thing about board games is I always lose.
I know, that's my favourite thing about board games. You always lose.
Except for today, I think my luck is... I can't undo this thing. I did it up too tight when I did it. Oh, I can put this in. Oh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I've been roped into playing... Actually, no, this was all my idea.
You initiated this idea.
I'm the ideas part of
It all started with you, so here we are. It's games night.
It's games night.
But like, I feel like these are all aggressive games. Like we're aggressively gaming.
Tortillas. You know what's happening.
Did you face the camera towards yourself?
No.
Why? It'd be funny if we record this whole video and I'm not in the shot. Can you check?
So, this is called a party.
Party animal.
Party animal. You could have at least got me a red one. I've got my special shirt.
Oh yeah,
on.
we're wearing our shirts, thanks Ange. We were wearing them last night when we went to Macca's, so.
Mine's stinky, but you can't smell it yet.
When we decided to do this video, I said we must be wearing our shirts. So here we are wearing our shirts. Party animal. Dun, 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 dun. So we went to Coles and we got the things that are necessary for the things so that we could do the things. And while I was picking up balloons, I saw these party animal badges and it seemed only fitting that we were wearing party animal badges. Okay, choose your poison. What do you want to do first?
Pie face.
Okay, let's go. Unpack it.
You know what's really crap about this?
Everything.
The sound quality will be really bad.
That's fine, but can you pause that washing machine? It's ruining everything.
You're in the washing machine.
Do you know how much washing I have to do in here?
I should get an SD card for the sound and do it that way.
No, don't worry about it. Sit down. Okay, I have everything I need to kick your butt. Oh my goodness, we have not
So what
played
is this game? Wait.
You wind the windy windy.
So who do you want to win this, guys?
Oh yeah, in the comments now, right. Who's going to win? Who do you want to win, but who's going to
Do you know what it is? Look at the kid in the back, he's terrified.
I remember the kids were so little when we did this. It's been in the cupboard for so long.
Jet did not want to do it.
I'm slightly
He's like, I don't
terrified
want
that
to do
it's
this.
messy. Jet was so upset. I hope it's all being properly cleaned. It looks good.
You don't eat off it.
I know, but... Sorry,
it still works.
still coughing. Okay,
I hope it still works, it's not broken.
You need this.
What does that
You
do?
need this. I don't know, there's no instructions.
Wait, this is the chin thing. The chin goes on there. That's the winder. Yeah, like that. How does that go on there? Ah, look at you go. Okay. Why are you pointing at me first? Don't face it at me. And you need to go more there.
I'll go first. My arms are sore. I've worked all day.
Give it to me, I'll shake it.
I got it.
No, let a man shake it.
Yeah, of course. That's disgusting. Stop it.
It's the thing.
Ew. I'm sickened right now. How many rounds are we doing?
I don't know, but you're gonna have to see your face, so go over there.
Okay. We're going this way.
You did a 3 already?
No,
you did
I haven't,
a 3?
we hadn't
I
started.
saw you flick it! I saw you flick
Oh,
it!
I was just like testing
Do
it
it
out.
here, please. Do it here.
It's here.
They can't see it. If you do it here, they can see it there. They've got more chance to see it.
Alright. Okay, but you got
Cheater.
to... There. I was just testing it. Alright.
And you rolled a 3.
Whatever. There's another 3. I'm like, I've got this, but then at the same time I was like, I don't want to do this. Which way do you turn it?
I don't know. Ooh!
No!
Oh, game over.
No!
Thanks, guys. See you later.
As if! Are you kidding me? What? Oh.
I win. Is that game over or
It's so
what?
tempting to throw the cream at you.
No, do it again. Oh, you had
just
some on your
itchy.
finger and you just rubbed it on your nose.
Okay.
Hang on, wait. No, it's...
No, I'm putting it in the
Are you
sink.
putting it in the sink? Why don't you just put it back on there?
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Do I have to do cream on my face?
Recycled cream. Alright, so I'm going to do it. Okay, ready?
Hang on, I'm not ready.
5.
There.
Right, this is 5.
Wait, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Why do you have to be here? Imagine if it didn't go.
Oh, man. Which way did you turn it?
Oh, God.
Two.
No, wait.
It's 2.
That's a 5. You pushed it. No, that's 5.
It's 2.
No, forwards.
Why? I just washed my hands.
Oh,
God. I can't do this. Oh my.
2.
Oh.
Would you verify 2?
Yes, just do it. I feel like I'm gonna get slapped with a cream pie 500 times. Oh, I can't come to. Oh, there's not even words for this monstrosity of a disastrous event that's
I got it
taken
on my
place.
face because there's some up here. 2.
This is so hard. I don't want to do it.
They all want me to. That's a
5.
minor. 4.
5.
No, that's a 4. It's more on the
Scissors,
4.
paper, rock, and if I one,
Okay,
one
go.
only.
One only.
Scissors, paper, rock, shoot. Ah!
5. Right, fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, come on! What?
It's still on your forehead.
It's bloody 4.
4. Here we go. 1. Anyway, we're finished playing that game now.
No, go again!
No, we're done.
No, you were not done. That's.
Oh, God.
This is not acceptable. I hate this game.
I love it. It's brilliant. I usually lose board games, but this is sensational. Are you ready?
No. Go again.
Go again. It bounced off my nose.
This is horrible.
Oh, this is your turn.
Oh, you got cream all over
4.
the thing.
You did. 2. 3. Go.
Oh.
That's enough.
It's just getting it extra spicy.
Hang on, I've got my hands. All right. Oh shit!
What was
3.
that? Do I
It's
make
3.
swear words?
It's 3. Oh.
It's so funny when it happens to somebody else. It's good. It's good.
Right, one more for you.
Nah, I'm good.
No, come on, just do one more.
What?
Come on, bit of fun.
If I do one more, you got to do one more because I went first.
No, bit of fun. Just do one more.
2. It's so. What did you do?
Oh, Oh god, I'm gonna pass out. That was so funny.
What did you do? It's in my eye.
Oh god. Oh don't, it's yucky, girl. Don't. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh no, I sniffed.
Oh. Oh, that hurts to laugh that much. Oh god.
Oh dear. I'm going to wash my face. I can't even with this. How dare you?
Oh god.
It's on my shirt. I don't have hot water in here. Oh, it's everywhere.
Oh my god.
You are in so much trouble.
But everyone wanted to see that, didn't you?
You are in so much trouble. Give me that towel.
Oh, it's there, on your badge.
On my party animal badge.
Party animal badge.
Oh.
I feel like I'm relatively unscathed. Let's put this away. No, that was fair and square.
What was fair about that?
It went off. I just put it back down again.
It didn't go off. I didn't even turn the switch yet.
God, you didn't.
still
I should have waited till one.
Myself.
Oh,
Look at my shirt now.
I should have waited for one.
You are in so much trouble, mister.
Oh no.
Is it all off my
Oh,
face?
you're gonna hit me. Yes. Did it go up your nose?
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
Anyway, next game.
Oh, you wait till Tortilla slap. Tortilla slap you to next week, mate. I'm gonna Tortilla slap you to next week's next week. How rude.
How dare I?
You guys, did you see what he just did?
I don't think they did. I think they've seen it in slow-mo by now.
Oh my word, you are a naughty boy. You are a very naughty boy.
Oh, what did you roll anyway? I just wanted to see.
2.
No, you wouldn't have been. you wouldn't have gone off. I just clicked it twice.
Do you know how much I had to restrain myself to prevent me from doing that to you? I tried so hard to hold back from throwing cream in your face, and you did it to me.
Oh god.
Oh my good golly. You're going down, sir. You are going down.
Oh no. We can't get water on the camera. This is gonna be bad.
You guys. You see why I'm always cranky with that man? Yeah, he got his just desserts, let me tell you that. He got exactly what was coming for him. Did he ever? Terrible man. Alright. Sorry, I'm still just going over here. What a turkey. What a naughty boy. Yeah, I won't hold back next time, Angela. And because he takes so long to edit the videos, I had to, yeah, caught Jester. That was on purpose. It's just dessert. I had to not say anything about this monstrosity of an event that took place. I was waiting to tell you guys how horrible he is. Did you see his face when he was throwing it? Did you see the, like, evil intent in his eyes? He knew exactly what he was doing. What a mean little ninny poo. Bertie says Dale has such a maniacal laugh. That's okay, Kylie, you'll get him in rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I sure did. I got him so good. By the time we got around to slapping him with tortillas, I did not hold back. I was like, I'm going to slap the crap out of this man, and I did. I definitely earned the right to wallop him as hard as I could with those tortillas. And I got him good. Yeah, Team Kylie. Somebody said he needs rainbow hair now. Yes, he does. Where is that? Let me find it. Evil laugh. Lisa's cheeks hurt. Here it is. Hannah Hammond, she says, yep, rainbow hair for Dale. Ryan, I agree. He should suffer for his betrayals. What a jerk. He betrayed me, right? I can tell you, I certainly felt betrayed. He got me good. Yeah, Dale was editing this late last night, as he usually is, and he was absolutely peeing his pants with laughter, and I knew what he was doing. I'm just like, yep, that is the laugh of an evil man. Evil, evil man. What a ninny poo. Oakley dokley. Oh. Done. Oh, we have exciting news. We won't lose power to the live stream anymore. Oh, honeybee's off. Be back soon, she says. Or be right back. Yeah, I feel like we should put the tortilla slap on just for, you know, good measure. So everyone can watch him get what he deserved. I don't know how to do that though. Dale, put the tortilla slap on so we can all watch you get exactly what you deserve, mister. Alright. Put these towels away. Just a small strip of rainbow hair. He needs a punishment. He's earned it. Oh my goodness. Get in there. Somebody's used a towel and not folded it correctly. And my OCD just can't tolerate it. Somebody put a towel in my cupboard like that. Ugh. What's wrong with these people? Why can't they fold towels? How hard is it? Actually surprised these towels are still going as strong as they have. Okie dokes. So the first dog that we have that will be here soon-ish is a Maltese Pomeranian named Molly, which is a sweetheart. A total sweetheart. Very easy to fall in love with. Why did we wash these? There's hardly anything in here. Oh. Don't mind me, I'm just pottering around in the background, getting everything ready to go for a big week. What's he gonna do? So, I normally do my cleaning over the weekend, my big cleaning jobs, or extra cleaning jobs. But Dale was getting that new power thing installed, and I just stayed out of the way because he makes so much mess. I usually clean and then he'll come in here over the weekend and do so much, and it just is a disaster zone. By the time he leaves, I have to do everything all over again. So I was a total slacker. I did like my, obviously, basic cleaning up, but some things I did not get through late last night. And I was out here trying to finish up, picking up after my husband and his mess. I shave off his eyebrows. Just one eyebrow gone, I love it. Oh, Bernie. Oh, Bernie. Sorry, Hannah, I clicked on your comment. I meant to click on this one. I love this because Bernie's been watching our streams, obviously while in hospital with a long recovery ahead. And they say, I think my nurse thinks I've lost my mind. First she comes in and I'm singing with my church service. And then I imagine laughing hard because of our nonsense that we put on here. Yeah, Debbie M's nailed it. Did you go from singing to laughing hysterically? I don't imagine you'd laugh quite that hard at a church service. You might. Some people are very entertaining in their delivery of church services, but Kay's been a slacker all weekend too. That's the way to do it. Why not, hey? I was tired. I needed just some downtime, but we did a lot. We finally got the fridge, like our old fridge, out and the new one in, but it was a lot of work. That thing was, it weighed a ton. That was really hard. Yeah. Bernie says, she leaves and comes back and laughing my head off at the whipped cream all over your face. If I don't calm down, she'll dum dum dum. Let's see what comes up next. Might give you a nice little sedative so you can have a nap. Oh dear. Oh, Carol's here. Hi, Carol McCory. And Ruth's here. Where's Ruth's name? Oh yeah, Ruth. Hi, Ruth. Good golly. The chaos. The absolute chaos. We are trouble in this family. What next though? Where do you go from slapping your husband with tortillas and throwing cream at your wife's face? What do you do next? Is there like anywhere to go from there? Francasia's here. I probably said it wrong again, I'm so sorry. How does an attorney sleep? First he lies on one side, then he lies on the other. Probably accurate. Oh, do I like the new fridge? Yes. It's my first time ever having a brand new fridge. So I feel a little bit fancy, and I definitely feel like a real grown-up. You know, when you start to do things in your life, and of course I've not rushed any of the doing of things. I'm pretty content in like just using things until they don't work anymore. I would love to have like everything brand new and shiny and pretty, but I understand that, you know, for financial stability you've got to be realistic about things, and using things until they break, and of course having at least starting out with second-hand items is a really good way to keep yourself comfortable in your financial situations and whatever. So that's alright. But the first thing I did that was awesome in my life is I bought a car that did not cost you know, in the hundreds of dollars. I finally got a nice car. It's still second-hand. I don't think I'll ever buy a brand new car, but you know, a nice car that made me feel like a real grown-up. And then we got a couch, which was awesome, and now we have a fridge, so I'm starting to feel like a real grown-up. Bernie says she'll probably have a straight jacket for me. You guys get me in trouble. Hey, you know what they say, laughter's the best medicine. We're just looking out for you there, Bernie. Ruth, that's adorable. Ruth says that she actually waved at the screen when you said hi back. Hi! I do things like that. Automatic ice maker and water dispenser in the door. Yes. So we've never, obviously, our nearly 20-year-old fridge did not have anything fancy like that. And if in the door of the fridge, you know, where you put like your milk and juice and stuff like that, the shelves were pretty much all broken and didn't exist, and we're just kind of making it work as best as we could. So we've got, like, it's a double door one, so it's nice and wide, and so we can actually see what's in the fridge. It's not all just shoved in on top of each other. And there's water and ice in the door, which is very fancy for us. And the kids are drinking more water, so that's awesome. And I can hear the ice thing going ting 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 just all weekend. The kids love it. So, and Dale, that's good. And definitely an upgrade we needed. And yes, it's nice to have something a little bit fancy. But every time I walk into the kitchen, I'm like, whoa, because it's just so. We've had the same fridge for as long as I can remember. The kids. I think it was Jordan. Jordan just said, I'm kind of sad to see that fridge go because it's been here my whole life. And I'm like, it's pretty much, you know, it's been there for half of my life too. So yes, that's fun. It's different, but it's nice. And hey, if you're going to work hard, it's to, I don't know, what am I trying to say? You got to work hard, and sometimes you get to enjoy a little bit of it. Although a holiday would have been nice. We've got a fridge instead. That's alright, I'll take a fridge. Fridge lasts longer, right? And that's it for upgrades for us for a while. I don't think we need to desperately replace anything now. Obviously our kitchen renovations are very slowly ongoing. It's a pretty pitiful kitchen at the moment. One day we'll get there. We kind of just do bits and pieces when we can. Yeah, honeybee, that's something we were worried about, but because we're renovating the kitchen, we've pretty much taken everything out, so we can, and we didn't build like the actual fridge space yet because we weren't sure what we would end up with. So now that we've got the fridge, we can build it in. Dale is my biggest kid, says Angela Maxwell. Yeah, he really is. It's exhausting looking after that man-child. It's exhausting. He really is the biggest kid. But, you know, if you're not laughing your butt off at least once a day, then you're not really living. You got to have a good giggle. Where is Dale this morning? He's gone back to work. So he will have the stream open and mostly open, listening sometimes if he doesn't get too distracted. But yeah, he's he's got to do his work things. He'll be here, like he'll hang out with us on our Wednesday morning streams because that's what we've always done. But oh, Hannah, you have to fill the tank manually. Yes, that's another fortunate thing is Dale was able to get the water plumbed in for the fridge because of the renovations. You know, we had the ceiling fall out of the sky on top of us, so that made it pretty easy to get the water and stuff done. Don't keep your milk on the door shelf. When you open the door, it gets the warm room air and will sour faster. I didn't know that, Crystal. Hang on. There we go. Fun facts. I never even thought about that. I don't really like to drink milk, to be honest. I can't stand the smell of it. So when that cream was on my face and I could smell it, I was like, oh no, I can't deal with this. I drink iced coffee, which is so stupid because I don't drink warm coffee and I don't drink milk, but I drink iced coffee. And I had this realization over the weekend. I think it's because when you drink it out of a bottle, you can't smell it. And that's a weird food aversion that I have. Oh my goodness, I gotta answer that. How do I like my table arrangement? Francasia says. I'm getting there. I'm getting used to it. It's difficult with some of the dogs that I groom, especially the larger ones, but gotta work with what I got. I'll be back in a sec. You're a sucker. You're a sucker. I think I've taught you to love and appreciate all doggy dogs.
Yeah, but they're so cute.
Did you know that Hilda there's in season at the moment? She's a bit of a mess.
I should have waited until you washed them.
Yeah, although Alan's wet no matter what you do.
Is that one?
Yes. And Hilda, you're choking yourself, you big goose. Sit up and stop pulling on the lead. Oh, word. Alright, time to get you in the bath before you do choke yourself, you silly goose. Alan, sit down. Hilda.
Sit up, you Wally.
She just pulls to as far as it can go. She just pulls.
It seems like they were only just here not like last week.
It pretty much was. It's not been long, so they're not having much done today. But Hilda here needs to get her booty shaved because she's in season. She's getting desexed in 8 weeks.
Right.
But she's made a big old mess of herself, the poor love. So we'll clean you up, won't we?
And he's been licking it and he just licked me all behind the ear.
You are such a goose. Alright, I've got to get this bath ready for her so she doesn't hurt herself. She's the
Bye.
Come on, get down from here. You're out of control. Oh, yeah. Oh,
You're going to do your back in.
One day. One day. No, 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 no. Don't walk in it. Good golly, Alan. Could you go any further? It's on my clothes dryer. You pooped on the side of my clothes dryer. Oh, and it smells terrible. Oh.
Want to see the doggy?
I'm pretty sure there's nothing there.
Yeah.
What's going on?
No show. No show.
So you have a client who hasn't turned up, hasn't answered their messages.
Yep.
Did they confirm their appointment yesterday?
Yep. Well, 2 days ago.
Do you have a system which automatically texts them
Yep.
and says, are you coming to this appointment? And they tick approve and they say yes.
Yeah.
You're not very happy, are you?
Sure. It's frustrating because, well, I lose all the money for that time and I can't book somebody on the spot because they have to drive to get here and all that other fun stuff. So I just sit around for 2 hours. Not really. I've been doing lots of things, but it's not a really affordable thing to have happen. So yes.
So if you were to do that to your hairdresser,
Oh man, they would just be so upset. You don't do that. If you do it to the doctor or the dentist, they still charge you. They charge you for your time. Yeah, they take your credit card and they charge you.
the hairdresser blacklists you.
Yeah. This person's done it 3 times in a row, so where I've
so-
spoken to them and had a
What's-
conversation, and they're like, oh, this happened or that happened, and like,
What's that saying? Fool me once, I'm an idiot. Fool me twice, I'm even more of an idiot. Fool me 3 times,
I'm an angry idiot.
I'm an absolute moron.
yeah. No, I always give people the benefit of the doubt and try to support people who have a hard time. Like, I have a hard time. I have a hard time organising myself and whatever, but these people just don't care.
Fool me thrice and all things nice.
Okay.
I don't know. But you're doing some washing. And
I am washing. I just cancelled all of the rest of their appointments, so
so they're blacklisted.
yeah.
Boom, done.
Yeah.
But
I don't
that's not-
mind if people cancel their appointments. Like, just tell me, hey, yeah, no, I'm not coming. That's fine.
So that's like, how many clients have you ever had to blacklist?
Okay, sorry, I was waiting for that video to finish, but it's taking forever. So I just moved on. How many doggies today? So I only have 3 today. It's a nice, easy, cruisy day, and I don't mind one bit. And I had a cancellation for tomorrow morning's appointment as well. So if somebody books the spot, that's awesome. I had another cancellation for Thursday, but that spot's being filled, so that's good. So we're gonna do Polly, and then Charlie's a cavoodle, that's a wash, and then I have like a ridiculous gap, so I'm probably gonna finish my live stream early today, and I'll go inside and do some of the kids washing and just general tidy up or whatever for a couple of hours, and then I have another doggy in the afternoon from 4:30 to 6:30, which is a German Shepherd doggy, beautiful German Shepherd. So maybe we might put it on as another live stream later this afternoon, but I'm definitely going to take the opportunity for that midday break to eat some lunch, go to the toilet, whack on some washing, and maybe tidy up my kitchen a bit, because if I don't use that time, I'll regret it. Which is, I would love to sit around and chat for 3 hours with you guys. I think 2.5 hours, something like that. Yeah, it's 2.5 hours. I do usually use those cancellation times to catch up on the stuff I never get done at home because I work too much. So, but yeah, you guys let me know if you want to do another second live stream this afternoon. We can definitely do that. Oh, Honeybee, you got your shower handle installed? And, oh, they replaced the hose too. Awesome! Honeybee also doesn't eat cereal. Yeah, oh, I can't eat cereal. Not very, it's like a once a year kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, I love cereal. Why don't I do this more often? And then, but the smell of the milk just is like, I just can't. Oh, Cornelia's off to bed. Good night, Cornelia. Sorry, I probably missed you already, but have a good sleep. Take a nap. Like, you guys can see how tired I am, right? I'm not normally this tired, but, because I fell asleep. It would have been like 4:30, 5 o'clock I fell asleep. And then I woke up at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I was going to cook. Do you guys remember last week I said I was going to make spaghetti bolognese? I did the grocery shopping yesterday and I bought all the stuff to make spaghetti bolognese. And I was like, yes, spaghetti bolognese for dinner. But I fell asleep and Dale cooked something completely different, which thank you, Dale, for dinner. Because it was very late. But yes, I just... I would like to cook spaghetti bolognese tonight for dinner if I get there. And the dog that I'm grooming tonight, Gemma, she's a sweet. She's a German Shepherd. She had this issue with urinary incontinence. She's only a young dog, a couple of years old. And she had this issue with this sort of leaking urinary incontinence, very sensitive back end. Like, you couldn't touch her from the back. I don't brush her. I don't brush her bum or anything. And it was painful. It wasn't like a behavioral, you know, like, don't touch me, I'm a naughty boy, rah, I'm gonna bite you. It was very evident that this was like, you touch her and it hurts. Just anywhere, just this overstimulation. Oh, I'll be back in a sec, guys. My doggy's here. Excellent. Now.
A handful.
Yeah. Yep. That's life.
People that just don't turn up to their appointments.
Yep. Oh well.
You got another dog you can wash, Alice.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna wash her on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday morning.
Yeah,
the
so
live stream.
you're gonna love it. We have Maisie,
Oh no.
and then it'll be Alice.
Amazing. Every time.
Maisie.
I'm complaining about Maisie now, and that's what we're doing right now. This is going to be a
amazing move video.
Yeah.
I just need to make more money on YouTube. It'll be fine.
Yeah. All right,
just hang in there.
All right, bye. So we found the cactus. We thought we'd got rid of him, but it wasn't to be.
Oops, slow down. You're alright. Which one?
Which one do you want, mate?
Get your ball.
Show him the one with the rope. Yeah. Oh. No. I'd go away, but I've got the camera, and then no one else can see. Oh, it's just me, isn't it? Anyway, leave him with this one.
We'll see. When he's all done, I'll let
He'll
him
enjoy
out.
that.
He's a bit anxious being on the table.
And then I'm here.
Yeah. Which
Charlie.
is good because he's not complaining about me brushing his front legs right now. Oh, there we go. He's such a goose about having his front legs touched.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so's Jude.
Yeah. Maybe Jude's part border collie.
Or maybe Jude is part dog.
That could be true.
Yeah. So's Charlie.
Are you part dog?
Do you think Charlie's subscribed?
Yes, I do.
You reckon?
Yeah, his mum loves seeing his happy little face on our channel when he's on there.
Oh, there you go.
I've done a few Charlie shorts, I think.
Well, she'd be happy to know that well, he doesn't hate me anymore.
We're making progress.
Yeah, we're making progress. I'll still stay over here though, because he's cute from a distance. Super cute.
He'll lick you to death more than anything else. I mean, he hates having his legs touched, right?
Yep.
He absolutely hates it, but I don't know, maybe he just really loves me and he tolerates me.
Yeah,
But
makes it drag out.
I cannot trim his nails.
No.
Nah, Mum does that.
Okay.
And it's like one nail a week or every couple of days or something.
Oh, you got to trick him.
Yeah. Yes, we've formulated a trick schedule where you can sneak in and get a couple done each time with lots and lots of treats.
Yeah, right.
But he's very good at dancing and getting out of the way. Aren't ya? Cheeky tot.
Alright, goodbye.
Okie dokie, my good golly Miss Molly is here. Miss Molly! You're wild. She's wild, you guys. She's such a barker. She barks. She's like really demanding on her attention. She's the center of all attentions that ever existed. She loves her mum and dad, but she also loves coming for a groom. So she's always like seriously conflicted about saying goodbye to mum and dad, but coming in to have her grooming done. Such a funny dog. Oh, Lisa's off to bed. Good night, Lisa. Have a good sleep. Okay, here we go. So Molly is the doggy that loves to have her little face washed in the bath, by the way. She likes to have a shower. So she's always really conflicted about saying goodbye to mum and dad. She's like, she gets so excited to see me and she screams down the driveway. She screams from around the corner with excitement when she knows where she's going. But then when she comes inside the salon, she jumps in my arms and then she barks because she doesn't want to say goodbye to mum and dad. So she's like, stay, you've got to stay. Even though they never stay, do they? They always go. And dad dropped her off today, which is new. I don't think I've really ever met dad. So that's new, isn't it? A bit of change to our routine. All right. All right. What are we going to do with you? We run a bath first. I know. So when I walk away from her to run the bath, she's probably going to bark. I'm sorry, you guys. Just pre-warning. She just barks, don't ya? You're a demanding little girl. She's a spoiled princess. She is so, so loved. But yes, she's demanding. You're just demanding, aren't you? Give me kisses. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Thank you. Oh, you got stinky doggy breath. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. I know, I know. Oh, I know. Are you so excited? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? No one's here. I think he nosed my eyeball. Oh, there we go. Shh, shh, shh. So turn your volume down for a minute while I run the bath. Hopefully she doesn't like bark your ears off. Shh, 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 shh. Just calm. Let the calmness wash over you. Just sit peacefully. It's okay. I'm right here. What? You're so needy. Such a needy puppy dog. You're fine. You're okay. Tina, she's looking at you. You're a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. You just gotta relax and calm down. You need to be calm, little pudding. You got this. You got this, girl. Yes, you do. Just relax. I know. You have a nice bubble bath. You want to have a bath? Do you want to have a nice bubble bath? Wash your face? We wash your face? Yeah? Wash your face. You feel so much better. It's nice and warm in here. Alright. Let's put this on you. Oh, how can a dog that small have such a big bark? Yeah, I know, right? She's like, get me in the bath now. Absolutely. Hannah says, definitely the pom in her. The last few days, Shades has been mock charging me. Play bows, yeah, and barking at me when I go out. Lucky he calms down after a while. Lois. Hi, Lois. I don't think I said hello, but yes. Oh, Honeybee wants a nice bubble bath. Lois said she had to turn the volume all the way down so her dogs wouldn't bark. Jude barks when I watch Grooming Safest stream and the dogs bark. Jude always likes to get involved, and then he sets off Alice. And even though Alice is a short dog, she has a very big dog bark, and it's so loud. There you go. In the tub. You'll be feeling better in no time. Alright. You ready for the nice wishy wash? Let me get it all going for you. Nice and warm. Yeah. Everyone can see you. The bubbles. She's gonna be so clean. Little rascal, you're a clean little rascal. You don't wash your face? Oh, you're a funny little rabbit. Alright, let me wash it. Alright, let me wash your chest though. Get all these parts washed as well. Such a clean little baby, huh? Let me wash your tail and your bum. Turn around. Come on. Good girl. You can wash your face in a minute. I waste so much time in the bath with her because she's just so sweet and she loves it. Look, you washed your own eye duties off. Aren't you clever? What a clever girl. What a clever girl. That now. There you go. What a sweet baby. Just such a sweet baby. Let me get the table ready while you soak for a minute. Oh, the camera's all blurry. Has it been that way the whole time? What's going on? What's going on? You got water on the camera? Oh dear. There you go. Hopefully it wasn't like that the whole time. No blackouts. Woohoo! Serenity says, what a riot washing her own face. I know, right? And she got her own little eye boogies out all on her own. Such a clever pudding. Don't bark. I'm just getting a towel. You can calm down. I was just getting a towel for you. Okay. Oh, she wet it when she was shaking off? Funny. Just splattered it. It's so sweet how she does that. Oh, honeybee's freezing in New South Wales? Yeah, I imagine you'd be quite a bit colder than us. I keep tripping the power and it's shutting down everything in my salon, including the actual live stream, which is so frustrating. I have the toy conductor's hat here. What do you think of my hat? Is it a bit cute? Does it suit me or should I leave it for Dale to wear? I don't even know where this hat came from. Probably another one of my husband's ridiculous things that he comes up with, thinking it's a good idea. She is such a little princess, aren't you? Yes, you are. Spoiled little monkey. Loved beyond love. What are you barking at, Mischief? I'm right here. Stop that. You're so noisy. You're so noisy. So noisy. Getting my coffee. I was getting my ginormous cup. See? Isn't it so pretty? It's beautiful. Hi, Trina. Sonia says let Dale wear it. I know, right? Oh dear, bless you. Little schnotzels. Bless you. And your little cotton socks too. You ready? You ready? Was I taking too long with your bath? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So I put Wicked White in here. She does have some white in this coat. Like to brighten it all up for her. Her haircut is the way Mum likes it. I don't cut any other dogs this way. It's a little bit different. I've been grooming her for 3 years. Always the same. She does not love the bath as much as she does now. That is an overtime progression. And of course, I don't force the water in her face. She's choosing to do that. I just hold it there. And if she wants a good wishy wash, then she can have it. Yeah, big butt. Come on, still let me wash the back end of you too. That's all a part of having a bath, thank you. Get up, you little pumpkin. Up again. Yeah, you go wash your bum too. I know, so mean. What's a meanie poo? Washing your bum, how dare I? How dare I? Alright, we're going to rinse off now. You want to wash your face again? Nope. I suspect your face is thoroughly cleaned and you probably don't need to rinse it again. Or not to wash it. You do need to rinse it out though. Middle the bubbles out with some fresh water. Yeah. Get all the bubbles off first and then you can wash your face. Very demanding. I'm going to have some nice conditioner on today. Some nice conditioner. Oh, my bottles are all nearly empty. Oh my good golly. Splishy splash. You're a good shaker. It's gone wild. It's doing it everywhere. Am I delaying your water delivery? I'm sorry. There you go. when you get you properly rinsed out, you little monkey. You're stinky today. Yes, you are. Stinky monkey girl. Sorry, but it's got to be rinsed all over. So make sure you're all nice and clean. There you go. We'll wash your face. We're all done now. I'm going to turn it off. Finished. You want it? Oh, you're finished. Here it goes. All done. One clean little monkey baby. Squishes the waters out. Squish it all out. You're being silly about your butt today. You know that? Yeah. Come on. Wait. Oh my goodness. I didn't stand a chance of getting that towel on you, did I? No zoomies. No after bath zoomies for you. Not today. Ooh. Making some noise over here. There we go. You have put water all over my tablet. You're on the table for 2 seconds. That's all it took. Debbie M's dogs hate to have their faces washed. Let's try and get some of the water off here carefully. There we go. Yep, most people's dogs don't like having their faces washed, and a lot of dogs just don't like water at all. She's a rare one, aren't ya? This camera's not doing much for us, is it? No, it's not. Oh, Lisa's off to bed. Good night, Lisa. Bree says she gives Ava, the class clown of a dog, a run for her money with her barking. Yeah. Jennifer, yeah, my Friday night is, no, your Friday night is my Saturday. And what did I do? I was watching Robot Wars. Is that what they call it? Robot fighting. Why was I watching robot fighting? I have no idea. But the boys in particular, Jet, just absolutely loved it. Bot Wars? Oh, what is it called now? Battle Bots. That's what it's called. Bree said Ava is terrible. When she was a pup, her nickname was Swamp Monster with all the pond jumping and puddle jumping she did. I love that. Did I say goodnight to Lisa? Good night, Lisa, if I didn't. Trina says hers are tolerant of a bath mostly, but when it comes to face and head wash, they protest. Yep. A lot of the dogs I groom hate having their faces washed. I just do it as quickly as I can and get it over and done with. Come here, Curly. Come on. Good girl. So she does have like a really super interesting coat. She is groomed regularly. She's very well maintained. I'm going to put some music on for you all. If the power goes off, you'll all get to see me in the dark while I get it sorted out again. But fingers crossed the stream hangs in there. Let's do it.
With you, I can be sad with you. Just take my hand and fly up through the dreams where the skies are so clear. With you, I wanna stay with you. With you, I love the way that you love me today. Let's run up through the fields where the sun shines and heals. With you, I wanna stay with you. It's been so cold since you have been gone.
Okay, she's all dry and fluffy now. It does take ages sometimes, especially with these super fluffy coats. Doesn't it, my little love? When you're super fluffy, it takes a minute. A hot little minute. Let me get my drink. I have the heater on in here, but as soon as I run that blow dry for the first time in the morning, I do not need the heater on in here anymore. So much hot air. It's alright, I'm just drinking my coffee. It's a coffee laden day, okay? That's what happens when I fall asleep in the middle of the day and then I can't sleep for the rest of the night. And I'm going to unplug this doorbell. I've worked out that there's some cables that are dangling and that's what's setting off my doorbell. Mm-hmm. Turn the dryer on so my towel's dry. Don't bark. Such a cheeky girl. Such a cheeky girl. Aren't you? Yes, ma'am. You're a cheeky chops. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that's a good angle for you guys. Now what do we need for you? This one. And I'm trying to decide what length I'm going to cut her. Mum and Dad definitely like her longer, but tidy. Definitely not too short because Dad gets upset if you're too short. But we need you nice and tidy. Oh yeah, wind chimes. I do have wind chimes outside. But that is my Ring doorbell. Lovely invention. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. Don't give you a surprise. I mean, look. I don't think that's enough off, is it? I can never decide on length with her. And I think like when I go longer, it's like, oh, that's too long. And when I go shorter, one shorter, it's like, that's too short. And I'm like, well, I don't really have anything in between. No, I don't. We don't have a doorbell for the house. We just have dogs. But I really like when the doorbell in here works properly, it's really good because I know that the next client's arriving. I can make sure that all the other dogs are secured. Because sometimes I have dogs just kind of roaming around doing whatever. If I've got like a family of 3 dogs, then I'll let the other 2 dogs just kind of walk around. Rather than putting them in crates sometimes once we're the only dogs, or they're the only dogs in the salon. And then when the next one arrives, I'll quickly go and pop them in a crate so that they're all secured and I can receive the next doggy without any crossover of doggies. Everybody's safe and secured. But unfortunately it keeps chiming from just whatever moves out the front, and it's driving me nuts. Oh, I nearly fell off my chair. It's a picture of my husband's head blocking the view of all of my messages. So prickle, you got prickle under your arm. Why for you have prickle? We don't like prickles under arms, they hurt. Susie's here. Hi Susie. There you go, no more prickle under your arm. You're welcome. You're welcome. Excuse me. Michelle says she missed what breed is this cute little dog. She's a Pomeranian cross Maltese. The only one that I groom, and a very interesting mix. She's a super fluffy coat that has a little bit of a curl to it, and I'm not really sure, or a wave at least. Not entirely sure where that comes in. She does shed a little bit of hair, which is why she gets a bit matted and knotty. If she wasn't groomed as regularly as she is, and if mum and dad didn't brush her at home, she would surely be a very matted mess. Sorry. Wouldn't ya? You'd be a mess. Come here. Come on, let me get you brushed. There you go. You got the brakes on today, girl. Oh, is it because the wall's not behind you? I think this is her first groom since I moved the table. Maybe that's why you're a bit on edge. It is a bit different. She is adorable. Did you see her in the bath, Susie? This is the doggy that likes to have her face washed in the bath, and she puts her head under the stream. Ah, honeybee, take it easy and have a rest. Look after yourself. Headaches are the worst. Now, her booty was where she seemed to have this little bit of shedded hair that was matting up, but it's come right on out, which is awesome. Very awesome. Come here, please. Come on. Come on. You have to get groomed, thank you. Oh, you just got here, Susie. She's had a bath and blow dry, and she very much enjoyed her bath. She's pretty good for the blow dryer too. She sort of puts her head in the stream of the blow dryer, and then she's like, oh, no, I don't like that. But she does it a few times just to be sure. You're making it hard for me to brush you out today. You're being such a little gooseberry. You just stand up nice and pretty. Don't be going anywhere. Yeah, the shedding from the Pomeranian side. I'm actually surprised it's as little as it is. When I first booked her in, I was expecting it to be a nightmare, but she definitely gets a lot of brushing at home, which is awesome. And she's an active dog. She goes for walks and in the park and gets wet and all sorts of stuff. And, well, she's just kept in really good condition, which is awesome. Pomeranians shed so much. The only reason I wouldn't own a Pomeranian is because I would never brush them. I'm not a good brusher. When Jude has a long coat, I try to get him in for a wash in the salon, you know, like every 5 to 7 days at least. And if I can't manage that, then I just shave him down and keep him short until I'm a little less busy. Otherwise, he ends up being a matted mess. I do have a comb that I keep with me like beside the couch and beside the bed, and I'll just do like little brushes, little combs at night, but not proper. Never brush him all the way out. I never quite get there. Oh, I'm sorry, did I pull your ear? Got a tangle in your ear? I never quite get to doing a whole brush out. What's going on back there? I'm sorry. Let me get a comb. Speaking of combs, goodness, the one you want is always the one at the bottom, right? I gave Jordan a haircut last night. He really needed a haircut. And there's not like an abundance of available barbers here. Like you can't just walk in and get a haircut. And I'm not a very good appointment maker. I'm kind of like a wing it girl. You just go to the like plaza or whatever and walk into the barber and say, hey, can you cut this kid's hair? And they're like, yeah, take a seat. And then you get your hair cut and then off you go. But here, no. There's like one barber open on the Saturday and Sunday. They're all open during the week, not on Saturdays and Sundays. So there's one that's open on Saturdays and Sundays, but there's always a lineup of like, I don't know, 20 people. And sometimes they just turn you away and say, no, we're not going to get to you before the end of the day. They don't take appointments because they don't need to. They just take whoever's next in line. So sometimes, and I've got to drive for 20 minutes to get there. So sometimes I'll drive for 20 minutes and rock up and they're just like, nah, sorry. Which is why I'm pretty crappy at getting it done, because I can't do it during the week because I'm working. So we just wing it. But I have not managed to get him over for a haircut for a little while. So he said, Mum, can you cut my hair? Which I did last night. It's a very average haircut. There you go. Is that better? Brush under these arms. Get some tangly legs. I didn't do Jet's hair because it was pretty late last night when I got to doing Jordan's. Again, because I fell asleep. I was meant to cut his hair before I fell asleep, and I fell asleep. So we had dinner and then I got his hair done for him. I'm certainly no human hairstylist, that's for sure. Silly sausage. Michelle says she's found herself calling the cat a sausage. My husband said, a sausage? It's a silly sausage. Oh, you forgot the silly part. Yep, it's a silly sausage or a muffin brains. Don't ask me what either of those mean. It's just nicer ways of saying you're funny or silly or whatever. Just got to spice it up a little bit with some extra, you know, descriptive words. Do my boys want mullets? My boys keep begging for a mullet and I'm not keen. Not Jet. So Jet is very particular with his haircut. He has just the same haircut every time. We call it the Emmett haircut from Lego movie, Emmett. Short back and sides, apart, nice and tidy, nothing crazy. Jordan did want a mullet and he did have a mullet. Pretty much all of last year he had a mullet. I kind of hated it, but then I also kind of loved it at the same time. It looks terrible. I did it myself first, but I did like a mohawk mullet, so it wasn't as like feral 80s. But he didn't like it, so I took him to the hairdresser where he just got a normal mullet cut and grew it out. And he had it for about a year, and then he was just like, you got to cut this off. It irritated him on his neck. The longer and longer it got, he just hated it. He was so uncomfortable with it. So I just shaved it all off, and he was like, oh, that feels so much better. But I'm a pretty big fan of letting kids express themselves through their hairstyle choices when they're little. So that when it comes time to, you know, being grown-ups and getting jobs and stuff, they don't have crazy hair then. So I pretty much let them do whatever they want with their hair. Amber wanted green fringe, which I told her I'd have to bleach her hair to get the green in there. The fringe, the front sections, or bangs for those who don't say the word fringe. Which she said, yeah, cool, let's do it. So I did that. I bleached out the front section of her hair and coloured it all green. She didn't like it. She was like, I don't like this. I was like, well, it's too late now. It doesn't come off. So she just grew it all out. Again, the colour faded out. She has naturally, she was blonde as a baby, very blonde. And she has a lot of natural blonde highlights in her mousy brown hair, so it didn't look bad. And the bleach job wasn't too bad, if I don't say so myself. Her hair's so thick though, I used as much bleach in that one little section of her hair as I do on my whole head. She's a hairy monkey. She's had her hair in a few different colours actually. Although she doesn't, at the moment, she just doesn't want to draw any attention to herself, so she's not doing anything crazy with her hair. Jordan asked to dye his hair blue, and Jet asked to dye his hair red. But neither of them were like super serious about it, so I just haven't done anything yet. I was like, yeah, you could do that, and then they never asked again. I think maybe like sometimes kids just want the shock value of getting you to say no to something. When you say yes, they're kind of like, oh crap. Maybe I don't want to do that. Hair I don't care about. Not at all. Let them do what they want. When Amber coloured her hair like a nice red colour, not like a crazy bright red, just a natural red kind of colour, auburn or whatever. She was in primary school, like year 6, and the principal called me and she's like, she can't have coloured hair at school, and I'm like, well, I can't take it out, so too bad. Like, cool, we won't dye it again. So that was that. She was like, she's going to have a detention. I'm like, no, she's not. Her hair is her hair. What she does with it is her business, not yours. So they got past that pretty quick. She kept it off her face, wore it in a ponytail and whatever was in the rules. It didn't say they couldn't dye their hair in the rules. And it was a natural colour anyway. So there. That was pretty much what I said, because I'm such a responsible grown-up adult. But I think kids should express themselves when they're little, before they have to be responsible human beings. Let them be irresponsible, let them be silly. Amber's a very, I don't know what the right word is. She's not crazy like me. When I was her age, I had piercings up the wazoo. 1 year older than she is now, I'd already had a tattoo, so I'm pretty chill on all that sort of stuff. I obviously don't want her having tattoos. I said no to tattoos. I said, but if you want to get your nose pierced or, you know, a belly button or whatever, and she's just like, Mum, I'm 13. I'm like, yeah, I know. And she's like, nope. Okay. Sometimes I think being out there and suggesting it is the reason she says no. Sometimes, pretty much every time we go to Adelaide, I say, do you want to get your nose pierced? And she's like, no, Mum. Okay. She's had her ears pierced when she was, I don't know, like 8 or 9. She didn't even want to have her ears pierced. And 1 year she was like, I want to do it. I'm going to get my ears pierced. I was like, cool, let's go do it. She hated it. She screamed. She pretty much screamed for an entire day. Like she screamed when it got done, and she did not stop screaming for pretty much an entire day. So safe to say the kid's got a pretty low tolerance for pain. And she doesn't even have them in anymore either. Yeah, if it's not allowed, it should be in the school rules. The school rules said that hair must be neat and tidy. Long hair should be worn in like hair below the shoulder should be worn in a ponytail. That was pretty much it. It was neat and tidy. It just had a different color. Oh, Michelle, what did your husband say? Husband is not questioning whether I'm slipping into dementia early. I think I am. I think we all are. Oh, yeah, right. I get it from the silly sausage. When is Dale going to re-dye my hair? I know, right? Yeah, Michelle, not worth arguing about it. No. When the school called me, I was pretty much just like, I don't have time for this. Her hair's red. It'll grow out. Thanks for the update. Bye. I just did not care. And arguing with the kids, no, if they want to do it. If they're serious about it and they ask me a couple of times and they're like, let's do it this weekend, I'd be like, cool, let's do it. But pretty much when they ask, I just say yes and then I forget about it. And if they bring it back up again, I'm like, yeah, cool, let's do it. Yeah, Michelle, the lawsuits and stuff about the way that kids look, leave them alone. Get on with it. You know, if we didn't make such a big deal about it, they wouldn't want to do it in the first place. It's just like their first little bits of rebellion where they're like, look at me. I've got all the attention because I'm being naughty. But if they do that, like, oh, I'm so bad with my green hair, and you're like, hey, rad hair. They're like, oh, that didn't work. I did not get the negative attention that I was looking for. So they make too much of a big deal about it. Like, get over it. Let the kids be kids. Even like uniform policies and stuff, they're pretty strict on uniforms here, but at the end of the day, like one shirt at the high school is $78 for a bloody t-shirt. That's Australian dollars too. $78 for a t-shirt in a public school. It's not even like a private school. For a shirt. So when she first started, she only had like one shirt, and I just said, well, if she's not wearing a shirt, that's just boo-hoo to you-hoo. Because it was the same school, but they updated everything, so there were no secondhand uniforms available or anything like that. And I was like, well, you know, like, everyone's just doing the best they can. And then after that, they released a statement saying that they would be relaxed on the uniform policy for the first 12 months while everybody, you know, built up a collection of uniforms or whatever. And they were good. And then Amber being a bigger girl as well, the cut of the girls' pants, and she doesn't wear skirts at all, but the cut of the pants that they have for girls is absolutely horrible and is not suited to a larger body type. It's extremely uncomfortable, but it looks horrific. So I just buy her the same color pants in the style that she is comfortable in. And I initially got a call about it. I got a call saying Amber's not wearing the uniform pants, and I said, I'm just going to give you a heads up. If you go down this path, you will regret it. If you pursue this, you will have serious regrets, or we can just let the kid wear comfortable pants for her body type, and you can stop judging the way that she looks and the clothes that she wears. It's within the policy. It's the same color. There's no logos. There's nothing different. So I just give you the option now to back out and leave the kid be, or you can have some serious regrets because you will have a fight on your hands. And the teacher was just like, cool, body type, got it, note made, never mind, move on. And that was it. That was the end of it. Because yeah, I was not having that. The uniform that they chose is absolutely horrific. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. So that's the way I handle controversy and problems. I'm just like, I'll just give you the choice first. You don't have to do this. And they're usually pretty quick to go, yeah, nah, let's not do that. Like the boys and whatever, I'm not like that so that all of my kids get out of things when there's a reason for it. If there's no reason for it, like if my kids have been naughty at school, I'm like, yeah, detention, no lunch for you. You did crime, you pay the time. Suffering your jocks. But when it's a pretty harmless, innocent thing that doesn't really bother anybody, like, get over it, move on. Not interested. My school communication is very little. I find that if you just don't engage in whatever nonsense they're on about, they move on pretty quickly. Sorry guys, there's a black screen, but it'll be back before long. There you go, it's back. Yeah, that's it. So you see, doing fun colours and stuff during the long school breaks, the summer breaks, fantastic time to do it. Usually it's grown out, not for girls. Girls are a bit harder to grow out, but the boys is usually grown out. Which is what I said to the boys. I said that they could get their hair done for like around Christmas time or when school finished. I said that last year, but they forgot all about it. Yeah, it came back pretty quick. Oh my goodness, Brie. Yeah, some teachers just go on massive power trips too. I just don't even engage. I seriously just say, I don't have time for this. If you want to fight about it, like, cool. But is this really how you want to spend your day? I'm not easy to start an argument with, that's for sure. Because I don't like to argue, and I don't like to invest my time in things that are a waste of my time. So the first thing I usually say is, I really don't have time for this, and I'm sure you don't either. So let's just get to the bottom of it and move on. What do you want? No, I'm not going to do that. Cool. Have a nice day. That's pretty much it. The teachers must dread having to call me because they don't get anywhere. But, you know, like we had Jordan had an, what do you call it? Suspension, where he had to stay at home for a day. And he was being a turd at school, kind of not. It's one of those really hard, tricky situations. He was defending another child from a child that was known to be aggressive, physically aggressive to other kids. And Jordan, who is a bit of a justice warrior, intervened and did use physical violence to defend this other little girl, a much younger little girl, who was being physically bullied by this kid. But alas, we don't use violence to solve problems. We use words. And we get help from teachers and all that other stuff. So he had his punishment. But it was under the... What I had said to the teachers is, you can suspend him, and I understand that, and I understand the rules, and I know we're definitely going to have conversations about physical violence, but I will be taking this kid out for an ice cream because he defended another helpless, innocent little child who was being physically, you know, bullied by somebody much bigger than them. And at the end of the day, he did the right thing regardless. Sure, he could have gone and found an adult or he did ask the kid to stop actually several times, but I'll breeze off to Kmart. See you later. I mean, I don't agree with him, you know, using violence as a first approach to things, which is what he did. He said, like, stop, that's silly, you need to stop that, and then he resorted to violence, which is not okay. But at the end of the day, he was defending a little girl, and I applaud that. I applaud him for stepping up and saying when something's not right. And there should have been teachers in the area monitoring anyway, because they were on lunch break and there was no duty teacher in that area. So that's the school's fault. I did take him out for an ice cream. I asked him to not use physical violence and to speak to people and use his words and stuff like that. Absolutely, I did all of that parenting stuff, but I thanked him for looking after and looking out for other people and not leaving somebody in a horrible situation with no one to help them. Because I commend that. So he was in trouble, but not in trouble. What's going on with your Tootsie Ploofs? You're very lazy today. You don't normally sit down so much, Pudding. Oh my goodness, Crystal, that sounds very complex. Not fun. schools are silly. Honestly, I just don't give them the time of day. Like, it's nice to have these ridiculous long conversations, but it's so unnecessary. Like, get to the point. Get on with it. Teach the kids. You know, obviously there's some problems that definitely need to be addressed, like any kind of abuse, violence, and whatever, but none of my kids are actually that way inclined. That was the first time. Jordan's in year 6. 6 years of schooling. He's almost under high school, and it was the first time we'd ever had to deal with anything like that. Never, ever, ever had any incidences of physical violence. So, and which is what I said to them. I said it must have been pretty bad for him to think that that was the only thing he could do. You know, like, it's not like him to behave that way, so it must have been pretty serious. I forget. And it was pretty serious. And Jordan worded it pretty smoothly himself. He said, if you saw a little girl standing there crying while somebody was pushing her around, what would you do? And I said, well, yeah, I'd do what you did. 100%. And he's like, well, there you go. I was like, yep, there you go. That's it. That's at the end of the day, that's all there is to it, isn't there? Barbie says, thanks for letting me hang out with you all. I'm sort of sleepy finally, so I better try and sleep. Love you guys. Oh, Barbie, you have a good sleep and look after yourself, and hopefully when you wake up in the morning you're feeling a lot better. And we're all here for you. We'll be back on tomorrow at 11 o'clock my time, so it'll be a couple of hours behind the usual schedule. But we'll be here hanging out with you. Oh, look at the hearts. Lots of hearts. Love you, Barbie. Have a good sleep. Hopefully Clifford cuddles up with you too. Ready for some snuggle loving. Snippy, snoppy, snippy, snoppy. So Mum likes her feet to still be reasonably short despite her longer coat, because she is a messy little muppet, aren't ya? Yeah, so as it turns out, so I really try to avoid having to deal with the schools and all of their ninny-noo nonsense, but on this occasion it turns out that the 2 areas that were meant to be supervised had 2 separate yard duty teachers assigned to them. And the yard duty teacher from this side and the yard duty teacher from this side were here, talking to each other, not watching the children. And I had said, had your teachers been doing their jobs? I don't believe any of this would have happened. So really, if we take it right back to the root cause of the problem, it's you and your lack of efficient and effective supervision for the children you've been left in charge of. Oh my goodness, don't do that. Thought I was going to cut your foot, you turkey. And the flow of the conversation changed pretty quickly after I said that. But according to the laws, actual laws, by the way, in Australia, because he had used violence, he had to have a suspension. No matter what, he needed to have days off school to reflect on his behaviour, and then he had to be inducted back into the school with a program in place to ensure that he continues to have safe behaviour for other people, which infuriated me. It absolutely infuriated me, because he was excluded from his education purely for standing up for another person. And he was physically assaulted himself in the process, by the way, mind you. But he had his suspension. He played video games. I think it was 3 days. He played video games. I took him out and bought him an ice cream and thanked him for standing up for little people. I reminded him that there are other options and violence should not be the first option. which it wasn't really. He tried verbally many times to get this kid to stop being a little turd burger. We had lots and lots of conversations about it and what he can do differently in the future to prevent being in that situation and having a suspension for himself. And we haven't had a problem ever since. She is going bread loaf, isn't she? She's been a cheeky little turkey today. Being a cheeky turkey. Let me get this done. Don't you do it. Molly Mooger. Get these feet short. You have so much hair on top that's not getting picked up in the clippers. Yep, Crystal, good golly. I mean, my kids fight like cats and dogs, but if somebody messed with one of them, I'd hate to be on the receiving end. Definitely. So we had all 4 kids in primary school towards the end there, which was just crazy, but now Amber's in high school. Jordan's off to high school next year, so it's only going to be the 2 little ones, which hasn't happened in years that we've had only 2 kids in school or in the same school. I'm dreading Jordan going to high school though, because he doesn't let things go. He always speaks up when he thinks that there's an injustice. And high school's just a whole other ball game full of kids that are just all very difficult and have big hormones and mood swings and reactions and whatever. So I'm kind of dreading it. I think it's going to be horrible, but I don't know, we'll just see how we go, right? What else can I do? I have tried to work so hard on making sure that he understands that, you know, kids aren't the same. They're not kids anymore when they get to high school, and they don't respond and react like kids. They respond like teenagers who have zero control over their patience and actions and whatever. Oh my goodness, you had a brawl between the parents. That's something Dale would do. My goodness. Excuse me, you little turkey. Get your paw pads trimmed. Michelle says she rarely had working phone numbers for parents. It's so hard, like, because I know you got to contact parents on occasion, but like I've been, we've had teachers that call every single day over, just like for Amber in particular. Amber left her lunchbox on the playground today. Like, okay, cool. Did you remind her to pick it up? You need to talk to her about that. Yeah, I have. We did this 5 days last week. Like, it's obvious that, you know, she's forgetful and leaves a lunchbox on the playground. If you don't want to remind her to get it, don't stress. I ask her when she gets in the car every day, do you have your lunchbox? If she doesn't, she then has to run and go and find it very quickly, because I'm irritable when she's wasting my time. I get very irritable. So if you don't want to remind the kid every day to get her lunchbox, don't. I will. That's fine. We don't need to talk about it every day. And it's just really overwhelming for parents. Like, okay, cool, my kid sucks, thanks. Do we have to talk about it every day? You know what I mean? Like, from that perspective, sometimes it's just less is more. It's not helpful. And yeah, I mean, you get some teachers that give you, like, you know, helpful and good feedback, but just repeating the same things over and over again, it's not helpful. It's really not. Which is where I've come to my attitude of just like ignoring a lot. They have this like apps on the phone now with messaging services, and teachers can send you messages at all hours of the night and stuff. Like, just go away. There's got to be downtime. There has to be downtime. There's such a thing as too much communication. And I think coming from a family with 4 kids as well, like, if you've got a school where they really overdo it on the communication, it is just ridiculous. Yeah, good for you for standing up, Michelle. Oh, Crystal, sorry. Sorry, I said the wrong name. Good for you, Crystal. Luckily, my kids are pretty drama-free kids as well. They're, I call them my nerd babies. And they are. They're into video games and, robots and all that other good stuff. They're not out there being silly at this stage, not yet. They're not like I was as a teenager. I'm very thankful for that. I could not imagine raising myself. My poor mum. Sorry, mum. I have apologised to my mum several times for my teen years. Alright, is that a little bit better? Got the hair out of there. You're so fluffy wuffy. Come here. Yeah. That's a pretty serious word to be saying as kids. Being Australian, unfortunately, it's a fairly well accepted word. That is not a myth, that is actually super true. It gets thrown around with the everyday average swears. But children should definitely not be using that word. I have heard my kids say it before and I've just been like, whack. That's it. That's my response. Like, you don't say that. That's not a word you get to say. I'm sorry. And they've kind of been like, oh, okay. Yeah, we won't be saying that ever again. There's no need to use that word. I grew up in a neighbourhood where kids said that as pretty much every second word. So I am reasonably desensitized to that. Very much. It's the C word, not the N word. Nobody ever says that word. I am very much against the use of any racist anythings. I think it is just so ridiculous and it should be over and done with already. I don't understand for a second why it's still a problem in the modern day world, but that's a much bigger topic. If one of my kids said that word, they wouldn't be sitting on their butts for a week. That's for damn sure. But they all know that I definitely don't tolerate that. And we've had lots and lots of conversations about it, and I think the kids kind of understand why. I think they get it. It's really hard because it's so in their faces in social media and music and content that they view. That word is actually still being used. And that makes it really hard to teach younger people not to use the word because people are using it, right? Really tricky, but I think they're all old enough now to understand that. But yes, the N word is one that I definitely find to be extremely shocking and definitely do not tolerate. Crystal says, my kids were raised to stick up for themselves and others. My grandma taught us all, don't throw the first punch, but you damn well better throw the last. She was all of 4'11", 100% Native American, and an ex-boxer. Yep, that's pretty much what I tell my kids, Crystal. Don't start a fight, but you're more than welcome to finish it. And I can de-escalate really well. I'm a very good de-escalator when people get worked up. Or at least making it so that they can't be mad at me. After many years working in retail, you get really good at that because retail workers bear the brunt of abuse pretty much all day, every day from people who are just having a bad day. Especially at like holiday periods and stuff like that. Like, oh my goodness, I'm having a hard time working out how I'm going to buy 50 different gifts for 50 different people. Yeah, that's pretty understandable, man. How about you just slow down and don't buy 50 gifts for 50 people? Make it a bit easier on yourself because it's actually an impossible task, which is why you're having a hard time doing it. We used to buy so many presents for nieces and nephews and stuff like that, and we just have a huge family on both sides for Dale and I. Just a huge family. We're sending ourselves broke every year and not getting to celebrate with our, you know, children and whatever. We actually don't buy gifts for others. That sounds so horrible, especially me being a real gift giver. I love giving gifts. Sometimes we'll do like a Kris Kringle where the kids pull a name out of a hat and they all get assigned a person and they get like a $10 budget to buy a little gift for one kid. Super awesome. So our 4x4 presents, and they receive 4 presents, and that's it. And they're all valued at like $10 each. Super easy. We don't do adult gifts. And we still all have an amazing time. But sometimes you go around and you buy the most affordable gifts that you can because you have to buy something. But it's not actually something the other person wants or will use, and it kind of just sits around until it goes in the bin one day. So you're wasting your own money. Keep it. Put it towards something you will enjoy with your family. And wish that person to have a wonderful day. Hang out with them. Eat some food. Enjoy board games and fun activities or whatever it is you do on that particular holiday. But don't spend your money on a whole bunch of stuff that other people don't need or want. It's silly. And it's so true. That's a really horrible way to say it, but most of the time, unless you're quite wealthy, then fine, gift away. But if you're not, and you really are just buying really budget options, like a box of cheap chocolates or a perfume that nobody's heard of and all that sort of jazz, just don't. Go and spend the day with them. Spend $10 on an extra box of chocolates to share. Yeah, the true gift is time, right? You are such a wriggly Roo. There are kids at Ruby school that say the N and C word, and I told Ruby if she says that word, she won't be sitting for a week. Yeah. I mean, I know we're in a don't smack your kids time of life, which is lovely. But you know, sometimes things happen that are worthy of a wallop. And being a truly offensive, nasty ninny poo is one of those things that occasionally, I mean, I couldn't even tell you the last time I actually smacked one of my kids. But if they did something horrible, I'd definitely do it. Good news is I don't have to. I mean, I yell sometimes, a lot. I'm a bit of a yeller when I've gotten really, really cranky. And I mean, I've got 4 kids with very big personalities. Amber's, you know, newly diagnosed with ADHD. but she can topple me over the edge any day of the week. Jet has all of his sensory, and we're very lucky. He's very high functioning, so I don't mean to over dramatize it, but he does have his sensory needs and his different ways that he needs to be handled. Abigail's just bloody wild, and I would like to get her assessed for also ADHD and possibly also autism, because she is just a wild child. Love her, and she's very sweet and creative, and there's lots of things that are awesome about her, but she's also very wild. And Jordan is, he's just a replica of me, so it really is like raising myself. He's always right, like me. He's a big justice warrior. No lying, no cheating, nobody gets to do the wrong thing. Takes everything very seriously. And when things don't go to plan, he just has a big old meltdown. Because he hasn't quite mastered the art of managing his own emotions just yet. But he's also a growing young man, and he's filled with hormones that make him be an angry little fellow sometimes. Crystal says, I could never do retail. I bartended for many years and now do factory work, and I'm going to school for a job I can do from home. Just can't anymore with dumb people. That's why I became a dog groomer, because I couldn't really tolerate it anymore. If I had to do one more Christmas, I'll tell you what. But I mean, I've definitely said to people as a retail service assistant, like, you know what, it seems like you're just having a really bad day. I want to help you. I can help you. I can definitely help you. But I don't want to if you're going to stand here and yell at me, because I'm not enjoying this. It's not fun for me. I mean, I can fix the problem, but I just need you to take a minute, to calm down a little bit, and just have a conversation with me, and we can fix this for you. But if you keep yelling at me, you just need to leave and come back once you've had time to think about your behavior. And that generally either will make people very, very angry, or they'll actually go, I'm sorry, I am having a bad day. I'm so sorry. Let's get this sorted out. And then I'll be like, okay, cool, let's do this. I mean, pretty much anything can be fixed. It's not worth losing your bananas at some poor innocent person that had nothing to do with it. But then I've had people who have lost it so much that I've just closed the register, just gone, close. That's it, we're closed. Sorry, you'll need to go over there. That register's open. And when they leave, I'll open it and serve the next people in the line. Because I don't believe that retail assistants should have to be treated the way that they do. If we all had the option to say, hang on a minute, we don't actually allow people to treat people like that here, it might, that whole you know, environment might just stop existing, because people will go, oh, if I yell at these people, they won't serve me, so I better not yell at them. How's that for an idea? Probably why I never succeeded into management roles or anything like that, because I just don't believe in taking crap from people. I don't believe that anybody who's at work should be treated that way either. I mean, in my own business, if people are mean to me, I literally fire them. I just say, hey, look, I don't want to groom for you anymore because you're mean and I don't like you. I don't like the way you treat me, and I don't have to deal with you, so I won't. I don't have any mean clients anymore. I have 0 mean clients. I love all of my clients. They're amazing. Time and money, it does usually take both. But for example, if you purchased a product and it's faulty, in Australia at least, you're entitled to have it replaced or refunded by law. So I really don't understand why a business says, oh no, we're not responsible for that. Well, actually you are. That's consumer law. You have to help me because you sold me the product. I'm not saying it's your fault that it doesn't work. I'm just saying I need you to help me go through the process of repairing it, refunding it, or exchanging it. That's it. That's pretty much all there is to it. You give the people their options, and that's it. You help them. Problem solved. Not a big deal. I hate it when something doesn't work. Like if you go to return it, this is something that's always been probably a little bit different about me. If you go to return something and you're like, hey, I bought this last week. It actually hasn't worked at all since I got it out of the box. Here's the receipt. Here's everything in the box. What can we do about it? And they're like obviously they have to check stuff, right? But they're like, what do you mean it doesn't work? Or what do you mean this or whatever? And like, and they kind of like accuse you of lying to get a refund or a new one or something. Like, just change it. At the end of the day, the company who owns the brand and sold the product, they'll refund or exchange it through their places. The actual company who sold it to you doesn't really lose anything at all. And the person who unfortunately purchased a faulty product just gets a new replaced product that works. Like, why make a big deal out of it? Just fix it. Simples. Molly's tired. She is tired today. I think maybe it's my talking as well. Like, she's kind of just like, yes, you keep talking and touching me and loving me and I'll just doze off to sleep here. Aren't you? You still got to do your face and your sanitaries though. Can you good girl while I get those done? She's a very content dog so long as she's got all of your love and attention. JDJ says you have a mixed bag of lollies. Kids like me, 5 kiddos, 2 with ASD, 1 with ASD and ADHD, 1 ADHD and social anxiety, and the last one who is 4 is showing signs of ASD. Yep. I mean, it's pretty big in my family, mental health and other sort of intellectual and neurological disabilities. I guess something that's pretty important to remember is they're not a life sentence, that you're not going to have a good life. A lot of people go on to have happy and fulfilling lives, so with or without these disabilities, and for a lot of us it's minor. We have to find different ways to live and get around and do things, but we're still pretty, you know, doing our thing and whatever, happy. But yes, definitely need, as they've gotten older, that realization that there's sort of more going on sometimes hits you pretty hard. Jet was the worst. I mourned the loss of a healthy child with Jet, but he didn't even walk at an age appropriate time, and we kind of got told that there was, you know, a chance that he may never walk independently or eat independently or do a lot of things, that he would be a high needs person for the rest of his life. And I don't know what happened. I don't know how, but he is a very brave, smart, funny little boy. He definitely has differences. He's not socially the way that everybody else is, and he's a funny little thing, and he needs extra care and attention in different areas, but overall he's an awesome little kid. I mean, there are things we don't know. Will he get married? Will he have a family? Will he be able to work independently and support himself financially? Will he be able to live independently? We just don't know those things, and he's a real solid masker. He masks his disabilities extremely well, and that makes it impossible to have any idea on how things are going to go, because just because he can make it look good on the outside doesn't mean he could do it independently without somebody there. Jet does not have a filter at all. Jet made me my favorite Mother's Day card, and he gave it to me, and just so that I understood, he gave me further explanation to define exactly what the card meant. He gave me a card that said, "You're the best mum I've got." I'm not at all offended by this because I love it so much. "You're the best mum I've got." And then he said, "I wrote that because there are definitely better mums out there, but you're the best one I've got." and that was it. Oh, and it brought me so much joy, so much joy. I have never been the best mum in the world, you guys. Like, that's not something I've ever believed of myself. And the no filter, the pure, like, this is gonna make mum's day if I say this, like, that he just, I don't know what his thought path was, but he was gonna make my day, and he absolutely did. You're the best mum I've got. There are definitely better mums out there, but you're the best mum I've got. Thanks, mate. Ruth's off to bed. Good night. Thank you for hanging out with us and listening to me ramble and rant, which is pretty much what I've been doing. Rambling and ranting. I ain't got anything else to do. Not when I've got a pretty quiet, relaxed doggy on the table with a nice, easy groom that we do again and again and again. Always the same. Jet is honestly just so underrated in his sense of humor as well. It's commonly thought that people with autism don't quite understand humor, and initially not. It takes a bit of learning to teach the difference between a joke or sarcasm to reality. And we live in a house where everything is a joke, and sarcasm is like flailing around the room continuously. So he kind of has to learn those things. And when he does pull a joke or, you know, insert sarcasm here, it's just gold. It is comedy gold. He's such a funny boy. He's hilarious. Very funny sense of humor. And if you don't listen carefully, you miss the joke, and you're really missing out if you didn't get it. Yeah, Hannah Gadsby, right? Is she autistic? I can't remember 100%. Or Asperger's? They don't say Asperger's anymore, do they? Yes, she is hilarious. Indeed. When Jet was little, he would say, you know, I'd be like, I'm just joking, mate. It was just a joke. And he'd be like, why don't you just say what you mean? Because he's very big on saying what you mean. So there are times when it's just not appropriate to chuck a joke out there, which is hard because that's what we do. In tough times or whatever, we joke to get through it, which he's come around to that a lot. He's come around to it. But sometimes now, as he's getting older, he'll throw out a big old lot of sarcasm and I can't tell. I'm like, dude, are you being sarcastic or are you for real? And he'll be like, I'm being sarcastic? Duh. I'm like, oh, right, okay. That's good. You had me worried for a minute there. You just snooted on me. My oldest has ASD and ADHD. He is hilarious. He uses scripts from movies to roast his siblings or myself at times. He also has photographic memory. Hide your debit cards and passcodes. Too late. He knows them all off by heart. He's never even properly looked at my bank card, but he's sat there while I typed it into a device or whatever, and he has memorized everything. He knows every password, every PIN number. He has memorized all the numbers on my bank card. He's a very clever little ninny poo. And if he doesn't know the password, he's very good at cracking the code of what I would have chosen based on my previous selections for passwords. Autism spectrum disorder, Deb. So autism, or being autistic. Or just awesomeism. Yes. Alright, let's do your face and then we'll do your belly. Pun king? Yes, Jet does love a good pun. He's getting better at them. He hasn't mastered it yet, but he's pulled a few good ones. How are we going for time, Miss Molly? We're doing pretty good. So as I said, I don't give any other dogs this haircut. It is an unusual one, but it is exactly the way her mum likes it. So Mum used to groom Molly herself before she brought me in to do it. And so I kind of said, is this how you want her groomed? And she was like, yep. And I'm like, exactly like this. And she's like, yep. And I was like, okay, that's how we'll do it then. And that's the way we've always done it. And I always thought I hated it, but actually, after 3 years of grooming this dog, I kind of have fallen in love with it, and I kind of like the look. Lucky llama. Kids are cheeky, aren't they? So cheeky, and they're so much smarter than we ever were at their age. Like, wildly smarter with what they can do, especially around technology. Can you just hold still, please, my love? No, close your mouth. My kids have been trying to hack the password to the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Not McDonald's, oh gosh. Like the supermarket one, sorry, Coles. McDonald's one is free. The Coles one, they take their stupid games with them when I go grocery shopping. And they're like, there's no internet. Yeah. And they're like, well, what are all these Wi-Fis that come up? And I'm like, not for you. Rose says there's a few mums in here with awesome kids. Yep. Your boy is 8. Aww. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm so big on like having such an open community and welcoming everybody and talking about pretty much anything. I mean, I know we're kind of here to see dog grooming, but I think with these super long live streams that we do especially, excuse me ma'am, stop it, stop it. These super long, you're being a turkey today. These super long live streams we do in particular, there's only so much I can do talking about dogs. I am a very basic pet groomer. I make them look as cute as I can. And sometimes I know stuff and sometimes I don't. So being able to sort of open the floodgates to other areas of conversation and new topics, especially when it suits our little community to talk about things, is awesome. And a really big thing is understanding that autism is indeed a spectrum. There's a here and here, and there's lots of people that are on this wild spectrum. A lot of people are up here where they're really high functioning and they probably don't even know that they fall onto that spectrum. And I think, honestly, I think that the entire human race is on that spectrum somewhere. To be fair, because we all have our quirks and things about us that are different to what's expected of us. I don't think I've ever met a normal human being. Let's just say that. What is normal? I don't think I've met somebody that's normal. You little ninny pinny, let me get your face groomed. Lucky Llama says, my son is a huge movie buff. He likes to memorize the cast and crew of different movies. He loves The Wizard of Oz, Jaws, The Birds. He's amazing. That's awesome. So cool. So Jet doesn't necessarily memorize the scripts from movies. He does know a lot of really awesome things that I would never know in my life. But my nephew, who is, he's 19 now. And he's not very high functioning. Dale says, oi, I'm very normal. No, buddy, you're a spectrum kid. Sorry. You're on there with the rest of us. I don't even need to discuss why. You do it for yourself, Dale. You speak for yourself, buddy. My nephew, he's 19 now and not very high functioning. He's an awesome fellow though. He has always been amazing at remembering word for word every part of movies. perfectly. Which is awesome because he memorizes song lyrics and he loves to sing. Is he an amazing singer? No. But is he just having so much fun that it is contagious and people can't help but be like happy and excited when they're listening to him sing? Yes, heck yes. He can get a crowd going, so good for him. Good for him. He is living his best life and just absolutely having the time of his life. He has really awesome supports in place and all that good stuff. So he is just doing amazing. Lucky fella. Oh, nearly dropped my scissors. Trina says, I think normal is whatever's normal for you. Everyone is an individual. Yep, absolutely. Lucky Llama, this kid's going to be a tour guide one day. Yeah, 100%. That's awesome. That would be perfect. Hannah says majority of family are on the autistic spectrum and ADHD. Rose says, my favorite line from a movie, everyone pretend to be normal. Crystal says his doctor told him that he is just wired different and the world needs to catch up to him. Yep. Lois says, I just heard a story of a 41-year-old man, professional athlete, who figured out he had autism when his young son was diagnosed. He was tested and confirmed after his son. Yeah. Yep. I mean, the way that people function, it's a pretty impressive thing. But we definitely don't all function the same. But it's not necessarily anything wrong with it either. When Amber was being given her diagnosis for ADHD, the doctor was like, I don't want you to think there's something wrong with you because you're obviously an awesome person. Her artistic ability in particular is just insane. And the way her brain thinks and sees things and processes information, like that is surely related to, you know, the ADHD. And she will possibly be diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder also. But we weren't sort of jumping the gun on that just yet. With the ADHD diagnosis, she could begin medication that's going to help her to focus at school and stay on track and things like that, which is what the biggest issue we have that needs to be addressed is. So that's fine. But he just said to her, he said, there's nothing wrong with you. He said, you work the way that you work and there's nothing wrong with that. There's not a box that every single person in the world fits into. That doesn't exist, despite what society tells you. We're all different. He said, so don't think of it as a sentence that you're not going to have a good life. You're just going to have your life, which she is. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, when we sort of realized that Jet was definitely going to have some struggles ahead of him, I stopped. I really did grieve the loss of a healthy child. All the kids were little. We didn't have any problems at that time. And then Jet, you know, obviously had some pretty significant problems. I really grieved that loss of a healthy child, of this life that I thought he was going to have. But I started to say, you know, I used to put a lot of posts on Facebook and updates and stuff. And I used to say, he is going to grow up to be the best little person that he can be. And I used to say that all the time. And he is the best little person that he could possibly be. Like, that's the expectation. Just the best he can be. He doesn't have to be the next president or, you know, an amazing chef or a rocket scientist or whatever. He's just got to be the best version of himself that he can be. Happy, having fun, living life. You know, that's it. Whether he walked or talked or any of that, it stopped mattering, because so long as he was doing his best every day, that was like literally the only goal that we had, for him to be the best that he could be, and that's it. And it sort of really took away all that stress of, will he get married, will he have kids, will he have a job, and so on and so on. Like, once I started to change my perspective on what it was I thought he needed to be, it all got so much easier to celebrate every little thing that he did. Sometimes it literally is just perspective. Hannah says, I'm going to bed, good night. everyone. It's 4:06 a.m. I'll watch replay when I wake up. Good night, Hannah. Have a good sleep. Rose says her son can't take the ADHD meds. They trigger his epilepsy. We're on a wait list to see a specialist at the Royal Children's Hospital. That's really hard, Rose. It really is. Yeah, I can imagine the struggle there. Epilepsy's a real tough one too, isn't it? My little sister had, I don't know exactly what they call it, because obviously I was a kid at the time too. But like epilepsy before puberty, so as a young child she had epilepsy. As she sort of became an adult, it seemed to be less, but now as she's becoming a more mature woman, it's coming back again. So not fun for anybody. That's a real tough one. But yeah, you don't want to mess with that. If you've got the epilepsy under control, you definitely don't want to add some medications to that mix and mess with that, because it's really overwhelming for everybody. Who are we talking to? Lucky Llama, Crystal. My oldest 27 wasn't diagnosed until she was a senior in high school. Got on meds for ADHD, and she said it was amazing how different she felt and was able to concentrate. Yep. And Lucky Llama said masking, 100%. Amber's 13. Now, I knew that Amber was somewhere on the spectrum and was struggling, and I've been saying it since she was actually 2 years old. The first appointment I made for her with Child and Youth Mental Health, which is a program here where they help kids with mental health. The first appointment I made for her, she was 2 years old. And I have been fighting that battle to get to where we are today ever since. I've not stopped. So she's 13, nearly 14 years old, and she's only just been diagnosed. And I can't even tell you how many, I could cry talking about this, how many hours, letters, appointments, time off work, tears have been spilled over trying to get this diagnosis for her. We finally got to the right person. She was diagnosed like that. She was on medication that same night. I went to the chemist. They emailed the prescription. I went to the chemist and got that prescription. She started the medication the next day. It's been maybe 5 weeks, 6 weeks. And she said to me the other day, she goes, Mum, all of my assignments are handed in on time. I was like, what? She's like, all of them. She said, like, my teachers, it's nearly report card time here for mid-year reports. She said, my teachers aren't going to know how to grade me because for most of the year and last year, I've failed everything, but I've done my work. And I said to her, I wanted to be really cautious. I was like, your report card's probably still going to suck. Like, don't get upset if that happens. But on the next report card cycle, you'll have this like really awesome period of, you know, getting everything done. And that'll be the good report card. I said, so don't hang everything on this one, but I'm so proud of you. And yeah, she just like, holy cow, man, what a difference. This kid has never handed anything in on time. Insane. Come here. So that was one thing that I was pretty clear on from the beginning with this new psychiatrist. I get the two mixed up, sorry. I just said to him, I said, my number one goal is to get this kid on medication. If you said we'll give her a prescription today, I'd take it and I'd start it. I said, but you need to do your assessments and whatever, so that's cool. But just so you know what I'm expecting of you. And I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you how to do your job, but that's what I want. And I gave him, he asked me for copies of everything. He's like, show me the appointments you've been to, show me this, that, and whatever, all of her report cards. He looked at her school report cards and he's just like, how has she not been diagnosed? And I'm like, we just get thrown around. Nobody wants to help us. He's just said, you know, like it was insane. He said he just kind of had one conversation with her and he's like, yeah, this kid's ADHD and possibly autistic. Molly Mooga, let's get this done, please. Keep your tongue in your own mouth. Thank you for the kisses, though. My goodness, you guys have talked my ear off today. Not really, I've talked your ears off, haven't I? It is incredibly difficult to get where you need to go. And then I was terrified that I'd start her on this medication and it wouldn't work like that. It would be horrible for her. Stop that, Molly Mugus. Oh, so I am thankful. She tends to think that it doesn't do anything, but I think that she's starting to see the changes too, which is awesome. She is unfortunately suffering an artist block, and she wants to blame the medication for that. I don't think it's the medication. I think it's pretty normal to go through periods with artist block. It's just coinciding with the medication, the timing of starting the medication. However, she was sitting on the couch last night with her little tablet device, drawing away, drawing up an absolute storm, and I had to contain myself because I was going to be like, you're drawing, oh my god, your artist block is over. But inside I'm like, don't say a word. If you say a single word, that's it. She's going to get up and walk away and never draw again. So I didn't. I just looked over her shoulder occasionally, having a look like, ooh, that's pretty. Childhood epilepsy, that's what they call it. Thank you. She just turned 5. When she was a baby, she would have febrile seizures. Doctors say they are unrelated and are hopeful she will grow out of it. Oh my goodness. Jordan has febrile seizures. This scares the crap out of you. Jordan has febrile seizures when he eats ice cream. Like, who does that? So unnecessary. Fortunately, no epilepsy for Jordan, but yes. Definitely those bloody febrile seizures. When the boys had COVID, oh my giddy aunt. Both of them were having febrile seizures. They had really horrible temperatures. And that was probably one of the hardest parts, was watching them again and again. Because that was our biggest problem with the COVID that we had the first time. We all had temperatures of like 41, 42 degrees. And Dale, I was kind of like really sick the whole time, but did not have a positive result. Dale had a positive result before me, and I looked after him. But I had said to Amber, who'd already been sick, like, because you get delirious when your temperature's over about 41 degrees, right? I said to Amber, I said, if you don't give me Panadol, I don't know what will happen, but it probably won't be good. I said, Dad's sick, I'm sick. You need to make sure we take Panadol and try and keep our temperatures down. I felt really horrible, but we didn't have anyone else to kind of look after us. It was just us, and she did really good. She kept making sure that I had Panadol and Nurofen so that I could look after everybody else. What a gem. All right. Did we get you cleaned up enough? Not quite. And I want to look at your tummy line because it is just messy and I don't like it. We're going to do a 5F reverse just down her tummy because it is really messy and she gets matted in there. And then little Charlie Chops is going to be here in a minute. Up you get. Yes, I know. I'm touching your belly. Yes, I am. Hold steady, spaghetti. Just there, because it was way, way too messy. And then I'll come back with that guard comb and just tidy the rest of it up. I'm sorry, can't send you home with a messy belly. Hey Donna. Donna says that her son-in-law's has ADHD, is on medication, and is an awesome artist. Just like Amber. Yep, yeah. And I asked the doctor specifically, I'm like, Amber's biggest concern is that she's not going to be able to do art, because TikTok does spread a lot of misinformation when it comes to being medicated for ADHD. Sorry, there was another blackout. I don't think it lasted long. A lot of people blame their medications for artist block. The doctor assured me that scientifically, the changes that the medication make do not impact that area of the brain. He's just like, it's just not even possible. He said you might get artist block because your you know, settling into new moods and routines and stuff like that. But he said it's mostly just because you're focused on doing other stuff. And that once you settle into all of that, you'll get back into your art. So it's just that newfound focus that is kind of, you just have to settle into it, really. That's what's different. But there's nothing the medication does to your brain that says, hey, you can't do art anymore. You're not a good artist. It's just that initial big jump into focusing on so many other things that you've never really focused on before. And it all kind of settles into its place before long, which obviously it has, because I saw her doing a little bit of art last week as well, last weekend. But she seems to be getting back into everything. Hi, Bree. Are you all clean and tidy now? Looking so pretty. Come here, I gotta look at your chest. It's not the RAM, it must be the processor struggling. No idea, man. It could just be the camera, like the actual phone. It could just be like, yeah, sorry, taking a break. Which is a feeling I'm familiar with. Oh, don't you slip that off, you cheeky little nunky. Get back here. It's a cheeky girl. These little blackouts really don't last long, so, I mean, it's not obviously the most professional approach to live streaming, but you all can live with it until we figure it out. We're working on it. Okie dokes. This little monkey's done. My next dog is going to be here any minute now, so let's... And I didn't put the air conditioning on. It is so hot in here. I did put the bath heater on. I just looked at it, I'm like, oh no. Crystal says the plus side of my daughter being in the military, they can never station her somewhere where they won't have access to a neurologist. That is lucky. Very lucky. Anyways, you're such a pretty little baby. Aren't you? You're such a pretty baby. Aw, lighter note, my second daughter graduates basic training on Thursday, but then is off to Oklahoma for 5 weeks of AIT training. Bright side, I get to take a trip to Oklahoma in 5 weeks and bring her home. How exciting. And you must be proud. I'm not a military person in any way, shape or form, so I probably don't get it as much. But I imagine you'd be super proud. Super duper proud, and it's such an achievement to get through all of that. Bree says this dog looks similar to your dog. It's a Maltese, sorry, she's a Maltese cross Pomeranian, and she is a cutie wootie. You're a cutie wootie. Hopefully we've gone short enough for you, and the haircut is the way the pet parents like it, just saying. She is the only dog that I cut in this style. I kind of learned to like it. It's a bit cute. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I didn't put music on because it's only going to be a sec. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm like trying to look at your Tootsie Puts. Stop it with the wriggling. Out the way. You know, I just want to shorten that a little bit. Give me your tail. We don't really take care of this tail, by the way. That's not helpful, young lady. Just going to take a small amount off the ends because they're pretty wild and ratty looking. Just to freshen it up a tiny weeny bit. There you go. Are you so pretty, you little teddy bear monkey butt? Oh, yours is Maltese Lhasa. Nice. Excuse me. There you go. You're all pretty. Now, her, she has like a harness and collar and stuff, and it is plastered in her phone number and contact information. So I'm going to put you on a break while I get that all on her. And Charlie might arrive in that time too. So we'll be back in a minute, all right? Break time. Say bye, everybody. Oh, kisses. Thank you. You do have stinky breath, girl. Goodbye.
Yeah, look at his butt. No kahunas.
Look at that butt. Look at that butt.
Oh, look here. What do we have? Pick a toy. What's in here? Which one do you want? These all squeak. Ah, the ladybug. There you go, here.
You got a ladybug.
She's here.
Good toys.
If she's anything like Jude, she'll just try and get the
Oh, she's giving it a flea. She's making sure it's got no
right.
fleas on it. Cleaning it.
If she's anything like Jude, she'll just try and get the squeaker out
Rip
of
the
it.
squeakers out. So many dogs are like that.
So you guys remember Belle? This is from last week's live stream. We forgot to give her a toy. Where are the toys from again?
Some are from Parents
that's from Mindy
Foster
Willen.
Kittens.
That one's
Some
from
are from
Mindy
Mindy
Willen.
Willen.
Yeah. We didn't see
Yeah.
Mindy in the live last one, did we? we didn't.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Because you read the things.
Yeah, I read the thing and I failed at my job, didn't I?
Yes. You suck.
Whoops.
What? Oh, sorry.
Bye.
I'm distracting her. Here, play with your toy.
That's alright.
Play with your toy.
This is a gap filler.
Yes. She's so cute.
Using you as a gap filler.
She's so cute. She's so cute. Good baby.
Really cute.
They're adorable, right?
She gets so excited though,
Yeah.
and her tail
Just say
goes
something
nuts.
excitable.
Hello.
Okay, maybe not.
That didn't work.
Belle, who's a good girl?
No.
Who's a good girl? Come here. Come here. Come here. You want
No,
cuddles?
ladybug.
Oh, she's okay. She loves her toy. No butt wiggles. Sorry.
No butt wiggle.
She's like, that's my toy.
She wants it to squeak.
Here, you want me
So
to squeak it for you?
the only thing I'm worried about with the squeakers is finding out that during the week she choked on the squeaker.
No, I always tell people, like when I give them the toys, that
squeaker.
yeah, you do have to be careful. Watch your dogs when they're playing with toys, because they do things like this.
Oh, you're adorable.
She's ripping its antennas off.
Really?
Yes. Oh no, she left it alone. Moved on.
There you go.
Aww.
Did you call Mum?
I'm about to. Yes.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Back to the live stream.
Here we go.
I'm going to see you in a second. Poof.
Hello! What do you want, Gary? Hello, Patrick! What did I miss? Oh, it's awesome. She was just about to rip a client a new one, and I was just
I leave you alone for just one moment. But never mind. I'm here. I knew I shouldn't have stopped for that carrot cake. It's important that Kylie upholds her unequivocus standard that we've all come to know and expect.
Did you say unequivocus? I don't think that's a word.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. The point is, now I'm here, and she will be an angel.
This dog is likely to bite her arm off. Look at it. It's vicious. I think she should just cancel the groom.
Well, I have faith in Kylie. Perhaps we shall see what happens.
It's difficult to watch Kylie groom this poor little animal. She should have sedated him. Why don't you use scissors to cut off the big chunks?
Are you reading comments from YouTube?
No. What's bunyip? What's bunyip?
Well, I've got comments too. You are one of God's sent people to make the world a better place. What else do we have? Fantastic groom. Your husband is amazing and he's so funny.
Kylie talks too much. Other groomers don't talk to dogs. Where's the bin? Put the bin under the table and push the hair into the bin. Stop leaving it all over the table.
Your husband is hilarious. Your husband will be the scissors, paper, rock champion.
Bunyip. What's bunyip?
Yeah, there are a lot of bunyips too, aren't there?
Same time next week.
It's kind of hot.
Well, I had a little load.
Well, hello there, cowboy. What is that face?
It's a cowboy face. Wow, honey.
All I can think of is top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to
Oh,
You're a crappy cowboy.
I am. I feel more like a Charlie's Angel for some reason. Is that weird? No? I don't know. I'm just feeling a little assassin-y.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, you better not lose.
That's
Because
true.
then you really will be assassin.
That's true. So what are we doing?
Scissors, paper, rock. Ah. Pause the video. Here, ready? Right, all fixed.
Okay. So I'm
Now.
assuming we're doing...
We're going to do quick draw. What the hell?
I win.
That was not very friendly at all.
No? Oh. Right, cowboys, not
You got me
assassins.
right in the spine.
Sorry, I told you, assassiny. I was really just assassiny. It's
Right.
done now, I'm good. Okay. Can we see each other? Hang on. Boop. Boop, boop. Oh, this way a little bit.
How many bullets did you
Just one. I put my gun down now.
have? Alright. We
Oh.
have to do this quite a few times. Okay,
Okay.
ready?
No. Okay, go.
Scissors, paper, rock, shoot. 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 That'd be it, I think.
Oh, I really hate doing this. Okay, I've taken a different tactic this time, so I think that I'm gonna fail. Just go to gallery. Don't
Wait,
stick
I'll
around
do
with
it this
that.
way, because you just let me do it. That was the problem, you didn't let me do it last time. Oh, there's my belly.
Oh no, I don't want to watch
Are
it.
we ready for this?
No.
The assassination was called on here. Right, all fixed.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're doing...
We're gonna do quick draw.
Woo! Bum bum bum.
Oh,
I shot you.
I
in the
missed
back of the
it.
head.
I wasn't
so
watching
good.
it.
It was so good. It just went bloop straight into the back of your head. Bloop, bloop. Right, cowboys, not assassins.
I think that was mean.
I told you, assassiny. I was really just assassiny. I'm done now. I'm good.
I got my boots on, but I got no socks. It's nasty. I feel like I'm standing in a pool of water.
Stop that. Nobody wants... Oakley, Dokley. Charlie's here. Miss Molly's still here. Sorry, I cut off that video. Put those there. Okay. I have to prepare to break my back picking up Charlie, who is a cavoodle. We'll make a little more room on our straps here for him. Are you ready? Come here. Hang on. Oh my goodness. I have a sore throat today. Come here. Too much talking for me. Come on, get up. Stop being a sausage. I know, I'm not picking you up like that. You need to get up. He's laying on the floor. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Alright, come on, let's do it. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm gonna win this one.
I feel bad. I feel like it's no good what I did.
I'm gonna win this one. I'm gonna do the old Cotton Eye Joe dance. If you win, you do Cotton Eye Joe dance, alright too.
Oh no, I've got high heels on. Oh.
Explain.
Okay. Alright, it was Dale, it wasn't the customer.
They
How
really want to
disappointing.
finish watching that scissors paper rock though.
Aww, Crystal says, Kylie may disagree, but I think we need more Dales in the world.
Aww. I think Kylie disagrees.
Rose says, I have a feeling she actually quite likes him, Crystal.
Nah. Oh,
I tolerate ya.
She tolerates.
I tolerate ya. Charlie Chops, come here.
You want to explain what's
So what
happening?
we're doing is we're going to end this live stream and start a new one. And we've decided to do that for a couple of reasons. First, I'm going to pick up this lump of a dog.
So if you let me in here, I'll start a new one.
So we'll have to get you all to go to a new live stream. But we're going to start doing that now because we're going to use our live streams as our dog wrestling videos. We're going to start using our live streams as our long format content videos. So instead of coming out with a GoPro and recording...
Well, no, that's not necessary.
Not necessarily true, but in part, instead of recording, you know, our everyday grooms and putting them into individual videos, we're going to start using our live streams to do that for us. In part. It's kind of like makes sense and is confusing at the same time. And the reasoning kind of is here and there. But a big part of it is that our advertising revenue stops after approximately 2 hours. So
it just comes to a complete stop.
yeah, there's no more ad placements after about 2 to 3 hours.
We were streaming for 11 hours, but there was no revenue coming in from any of the YouTube advertising at all. So
yeah,
it was just,
after the first 2 to 3 hours,
stopped.
there's no more advertising revenue. So
but also I can't edit
the long videos.
the long videos.
So if something goes wrong, for example, we accidentally show a phone number or something that we didn't mean to, we can't go back and edit it. We just have to remove our entire video.
You just got to delete the whole thing. But when it's a shorter video, like a 3 hour long video, I can actually...
Yeah, we can pop in and cut
crop
that
a
little
section
section
out.
out if we need to. So it makes sense for a lot of reasons, and that's what we're going to do. So we are going to end this live stream.
Yep.
Start a new one for Charlie.
In like 2 minutes, you'll see notification for a new one. Oh.
Yeah. What are you doing? Don't you block anybody, Charlie Chops? Charlie Chops is such a big boy. So yes, if you go to Kylie the Groomer YouTube page, click on the live tab and just wait a minute or two, refresh it, and it should pop up there and you can jump into the new live stream. How are you going to name them and differentiate them from each other?
They have different thumbnails.
Should we put the date in the title?
They have different thumbnails.
Yeah, no, but should we start putting the date in the titles? What do you guys think?
I don't know. Don't know.
Premium
Alright.
subscriptions? Yes, we do, and
What
I'll
I should
explain
do-
that.
You just keep going.
Keep going. Premium subscriptions still, so you're watching and you don't see the ad, but it pays me like you did see the ad. It's exactly the same, so it's awesome. Doesn't make any difference. Debbie M says, see you in the next live stream. Bye, Debbie. Dale's, this is the first time that we're doing it, and we talked about it, but didn't 100% like work out what we were actually doing. So there's that. We mentioned it and had a conversation like, that's a great idea. And then we weren't like, we'll do it on Monday. But Dale's decided we're doing it on Monday. Don't forget the toy Miri said, by the way. I did see that. She doesn't take toys home because she has a very large selection of toys from mum and dad, and they would like to save the toys for dogs who need them and don't get enough toys. So she doesn't take toys home, even though I would love to give her all of the toys because she does love them. Put the dog pic for the thumbnail, Lois says. Yeah, so Dale will do that, but he sort of takes a screenshot once the stream starts and then changes it, so it's not straight away. It takes a minute, but yeah. Yeah, live stream number, then part 1, part 2. That's a good idea. How about the date and dog name and breed? That's also a good idea. That was what I had said, the dog's name and breed. But I think the date will help with you guys keeping up with what we're actually up to today. Oh, Ange S's Patreon thing does all the glitter and lights and everything. So cute. We do need more Dales in the world. I mean, he does throw cream in my face when he's not supposed to, but other than that, he's all right. Oh, and he scares me in the middle of the night. And last night when he finally got into bed, he did put his cold feet and hands all over me, and I did not appreciate it. But other than those things, and he still hasn't installed the toilet or coloured my hair. But other than those things, we need more Dales in the world. How about a date and dog name and breed? Yep, I reckon that probably works pretty well. I don't know where Dale's gone. I got to run a bath for Charlie Chops anyway, so... Oh my goodness, you're just a sweet little boy. Sweet little boy. He is an absolute lump of a dog, you guys. Love him. He is a very loved doggy, but please do not understand this. Please do understand this. It's not healthy for your dogs to carry this much weight around, you guys. Definitely is not. Which is the vet's job, not my job to talk about those things. But I just wanted to say that if you have a dog that's carrying a lot of weight around, you should talk to your vet about how you can help them to get in a bit better shape, and ways that you can support them to be healthier for their bodies. Even though I also am a chonky girl and I like to eat cake, our doggies rely on us to do the right thing for them. It's you again?
Okay, so this is trial and error.
Trial and error, huh? We're pretty good at the errors.
I use my computer to... Pretty good at the errors, huh?
We're pretty good at the errors.
I use my computer to create a new...
I'm just chilling. We're 9 minutes into a 60-minute appointment.
Look here, see? So there's a whole new one.
Oh, you've done it already?
So everyone can go over to the new one.
It's just Kylie the Groomer live stream.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
That's it.
We're all set. Okay, guys, we will end this live stream. No, wait. Oh, Miss Molly.
No, the barking.
It's just barking at you.
Barking at me.
Yeah. Are we all set? Why's your tail waggling? Why's your tail waggling? It's your waggy little tail. The waggy, waggy tail. Yes. Are your ears clean today?
Yes, people can see it there.
Well, my next dog's mum's here.
It's listed as upcoming and it has the date 26/6.
I think my dog's mum's here, so we'll be back. We will start the next live stream. You ready?
Yep.
Do it. See you there in a minute.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're going to do the end bit.
Bye. Thanks.